Welcome everyone to another thrilling game of Dungeons and PhatDogs. We are once again joined by our intrepid adventurers. Before we begin, is there anything that we have for announcements-wise related to the group?
Nope, I don't.
To the what?
Is there anything PhatDog related that we have announcements for before we start?
There is a small change that needs to happen really quickly. The top link from yesterday's live stream needs to be the top link for this one. Cause yeah.
It is the overflow room.
No, not that. No. We're not worrying about the overflow room on this on PDW.
Yeah,
No. I'm already doing it right now. We have the link at the top of the description right now, or if you update it, hopefully it has updated. Should be the GoFundMe page for Kyoto Animations. It's the GoFundMe for Kyoto Animation, and yeah, that I wanted to make sure was the thing that we did talk about today. There was a fire, that there was arson that was committed at the Kyoto Animation Studios. If you're unfamiliar with the studio itself, hopefully you're familiar with some of their work. They've done Haruhi Suzumiya, K-On!, A Silent Voice, Dragon Maid, Nichijou, and several other amazing series that have come out. And so an arsonist came in there, set the building on fire. Unfortunately, there were 33 people who lost their lives in the fire, and the money that is being donated is going towards not just repairing the facilities, but I think also towards the families of the victims of this fire. And as it is a rare thing in the Japanese animation world, this is one of the places where the animators were actually pretty taken care of. Like, they weren't underpaid, they weren't overworked, they weren't treated like drones who just draw stuff for the masses. They were pretty well taken care of. So this is actually an even bigger loss than most people realize.
Definitely a quality employer.
Yeah. So yeah.
If you can donate, please do so. If not, just share it around. Help get the word out. Tonight, Chibi was unable to join us, so Lief will be played by our illustrious god.
That is me.
And unless you guys want to say anything else, let's get to the
recap. Anything else?
He's already a god. You had to give him illustrious? Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. All right, no more announcements?
You gotta kiss some ass.
No.
Going once, going twice, and announcements over. Okay, back to the recap. So, when we last saw our illustrious group, they had finally gotten to the rather sprawling city of Artelia. Before entering the city, they came across a rather interesting character and agreed to take a seemingly innocent package through the gates to what he claimed to be a business partner. All seemed to go well. The discovering of the goods, not too illicit, and upon handing over and meeting the noted contact in the Laughing Dragon, came to discover that they'd done some work for an organization known as the Menagerie. Not much is known about the shady organization, but hopefully they got off on a pleasant note. From there, the group went with Luna to a cohort of hers in the Wands Want, got some supplies there, and promptly found their way to the docks, where they took a small boat out over the lake of Shimmer Silk Lake. From there, they descended into the rather deep depths of the lake and came upon a rather normal-looking cave, but found a strange set of doors firmly closed. Thanks to Luna having what seemed to be a key of sorts, the doors parted and our group ventured inside. We presently see them still venturing into this, presently not terribly safe dungeon of sorts, and we continue with them entering into a new room. Give me a moment while I change over.
And Uncle completely believes that she slept with her mentor.
Okay, so just to give you a quick recap, you've come into this. To give us a quick recap, you've come into this northern room.
What the fuck?
And inside this room, there seem to be a number of pedestals And the ground itself,
Apologies. The stream is not the stream. The assets only just started loading for me. What in the world? Can you keep going? I need to fiddle around with a few things.
all right. Well, roll 27 good temper. Inside this, the northernmost room in front of you, right here, I will ping it. The room itself seems slightly more ornate than the rooms that you've seen prior. There seems to be pedestals lining what look to be small sects of water within small moats about 3 to 4 feet deep at a glance. They look to have been, used for display purposes, but nothing really seems to reside upon them right now. Aside from that, the floor itself is also rather scarred up, seemingly, struck by some kind of force, damaging it, while a few piles of ash and a rather blatant humanoid form lays prone upon the stone tiling of this floor. Wrapping up this room seem to be several statues of sorts, two detailing some rather simple-looking cobras, and a third looking to be, quite simply put, a beholder of some kind, frozen in mid-snarl, eye stalks writhing about in silent anger. Aside from that, nothing more seems to be out of the norm. You wish to
Fantastic.
continue?
Check for mimics.
That is an appropriate initial response.
All right. Uncle's leading the charge because
Actually, mimics.
Okay.
Of
What
course,
specifically
yes.
are you planning on doing? Are you going to
my goal was just to walk forward and try to investigate the room a bit more just to make sure there's no like underlying traps of anything.
Okay, so you're doing a trap search, right? We'll go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Oh yeah. What is my station? It is a 1. Fantastic. Please don't fuck me on this.
Oh, they're gonna fuck you.
I know they are. Gods are never kind.
14.
Oh god.
You don't find anything terribly out of order, aside from a few cracks along the floor and the wall itself showing signs of wear and tear. You don't find any telltale details that would indicate a pressure plate or a tripwire or any kind of faint magical glyph that may be hiding a nasty trap. So far, nothing really seems to be out of order in this room. Do you wish to continue further?
One sec. Just. I can't fucking spell. There we go.
I got it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll proceed slightly forward. Just slightly. I'm trying to. I want to know what's over here.
As you step forward,
Oh
I
god.
want you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh god damn it. Every time. Every fucking time. Dexterity.
Yeah, dexterity saving throw.
Oh god. What is my dexterity? +5. Okay. This is why. Okay.
You hear a faint click underneath your foot as a time.
Oh my god.
Man, okay. You manage to avoid as straight above you hear a faint click under your left boot, and you hear a faint hiss overhead as a very well hidden spout within this stone ceiling belches forth a gout of fire. You manage to dodge to the side, but it still does manage to catch your right side. Let's see how much damage you take.
God damn it.
You're rogue, right?
Yes, I am a rogue.
What level?
Oh
are
wait, no,
we?
that's right. If you make it, you completely.
Yeah,
evade
I
it.
have to check his level first. I don't think he has that yet. He has uncanny dodge, but that's when an attacker hits you with an attack roll. No, he doesn't have evasion yet. That's later.
All right. Well, let's see how much damage you take. 8 damage. So you take 4 fire damage as it kind of singes your right arm and leg.
All right, so just 4 damage, or
Yep, 4.
Yep, just kind of
God
sits
damn it.
there, and a faint smell of burnt hair also carries on the air.
So you just hear Jinx whistling, go like the really loud high pitched whistle, and then clapping like, yeah, do it again.
Jinx giving a dad whistle.
Never again.
The whistle echoes shrilly throughout the area.
Oh god. All right. Okay, Uncle's just fucking.
Jinx turns to Aurelia and goes, "Hey, teacher, we should start making bets to see how long it takes him to set off traps."
Okay.
Uncle's backing up. All right, you got the rest of you go first. I'm done. Tagging out.
Foo knows better. Foo knows better. Nope.
All right. What do y'all want to do?
Jinx, would you like to take the reins on this one?
Teacher,
Yeah?
you control a bird, don't you?
This is the end of Floof. Oh boy.
Wait a
All
minute,
right.
wait a minute.
Alright.
Jinx had an intelligent idea. What?
Yeah, it's once per session.
God. No, why did you use it this early on something so inane?
That's the joke.
Jinx has these brain moments.
Alright.
On a stupid task.
Damn it.
Aurelia
God.
whistles to call Cream to where we are.
Is it cream or floof, man? Make up your fucking mind.
Both.
Cream is very floofy.
The official name is Cream, but Cream also has a nickname of Floof because Cream is very floof.
Cream Abdul-Jabbar.
All right, you see a small puff of smoke as Cream comes and poofs into reality before you. Just kind of looks up and you beep beep.
Okay.
A cute little chirp.
Like, what's up, Danger?
What do you want Cream to do as he looks up to you expectantly?
Yeah, so Aurelia informs Cream to just fly. Cream could fly, right?
Yeah, Cream is essentially an owl, just a reskinned owl.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell Cream to like fly around the room and then come back.
All right, what?
How far away can I replace my senses with my familiar again?
You'd have to look that up because Dice Cloud is currently acting up for me.
Find familiar. 100 feet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it's 100 feet.
So are you wanting Cream to fly around and you do like what are you wanting to do with Cream as he flies around?
With perception, I guess, to try and find stuff.
Yeah, you can
Okay, so all right, now you can use perception to scan the room, or you investigate to find specific details.
Well, I just want to take a better look over from a different angle.
Okay. All right.
I'm not
Go ahead and
see if there's other like entrances and exits and what's not.
Okay. Just normal entrances.
Yeah. Just get a
Okay.
general survey of the room and like how we come in, how we go out, what's around.
All right.
If you poke the beholder and wake it up, I'm not helping you.
It looks to be a statue of sorts. It doesn't really look like an actual beholder. It looks like just like a large beholder, in stone. All right, roll a
Okay.
perception check.
So flew around.
Yeah, Cream jumps up and
Great.
just
Fuck.
flies through the room.
Okay.
Kind of like a bee. You wouldn't think
What is
with the tiny
what
wings
is the
that he
perception
has.
roll of an owl?
Owl has a +1 to wisdom, so it actually has a +3 to perception.
I totally
Yeah,
thought you were
if-
about to make a pun, like, I'll have to look.
I don't give a hoot.
Ha ha!
Yeah, if it says +3 perception, then that's the number you're supposed to use, because
Mhm.
that's how the beast chart works.
Hey, Royce,
Right.
is it starting to rain where you're at?
Yep, it is definitely raining.
You said
Yeah,
that
it's
as soon
coming.
as
Well,
you said that as soon as it started raining up here. Whoa.
All right.
yeah, that's not very nice.
Okay, Cream flies around, and you seeing through Cream's eyes, nothing really seems to be out of the ordinary. You do note that there is an entrance. I'll just go ahead and reveal these.
You
There
could
is
like
an
you could
entrance.
like you could like bump in the shadow a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, you see, will look to be 2 solid stone doors. It kind of goes in, and it's evidently different colored from the normal greenish, blue color of the walls. And right here just looks to be solid stone.
Okay.
Nothing else really seems to
In
be out of the
that
ordinary.
case, I'm gonna ask Cream to look at that beholder statue.
right,
Specifically count the eye stalks.
Yeah, I've played this level in Link to the Past. I don't want to touch the eyeball.
I'm not touching it. I'm just counting.
Well, we've already had the eye beam trap, so you should be good.
I am counting how many eyeball stalks that supposed statue has.
It's like 8.
Okay, you count the stalks, and there look to be 9 of them. No, 10. I'm sorry, 10.
Okay, so it's not from here. That's what I was just making sure that this was not like a petrified beholder, because I would hate the shit out of you.
You currently
Oh.
see what looks to be a stone beholder.
Well,
If you wanted to try,
the eye stalks,
Looks to be.
the eye
What
stalks,
looks to be.
yeah, the eye stalks that we previously encountered did not come from this thing either way.
no, those were still organic. They were just kind of dried out and rotten. This is a stone
Yeah.
beholder. It could have been petrified, and it just rendered.
If
as
it
a
was
statue.
8, if there were 8 stalks, I was gonna go, oh boy.
Oh, and you do see a little more damage. There does seem to be some very long dried blood on the floor. And this looks to be a human of some sort having been turned into stone. There's also a large pile of ash right yonder. Okay,
The pile of ash.
Jinx.
The pile of ash makes sense to me because we just saw a flame trap. What's up with the stone body?
I don't know. Jinx, Aurelia, I want you both to make a perception check.
Okay, as me. Okay.
Uncle's not moving from the spot he's in.
Okay. I just want
Food's
you to
just
just
keeping. Food's just keeping her protected.
God damn it!
Floof can
Yeah.
see. Floof can see better than I can.
All right, you want okay?
Not
you can,
Floof.
then you
Cream.
can just
Fuck.
well, then we'll just add 2 to that, so that's an 11. Jinx, you're still a little enamored by the brilliance of that flame trap. The fire truly was a brilliant reddish orange, and it still kind of lingers in your brain.
It was a very pretty fire.
Aurelia,
Pretty colors. Pretty colors.
You hear the faint grinding of stone,
Fuck.
and through Cream's eyes, you notice a section of the wall down here starting to descend.
Wait, down where?
Down here. Look for the ping, the white ping.
Oh, okay.
Fuck.
I thought Cream was up in the other room by Ankel.
Cream flew around and returned to Aurelia.
That was
Oh,
the
well,
command.
shit.
And you hear a faint, gurgling, terrible sounding, groaning growl emanate through the air.
Well, DM's sick of us being in this room. Go, go, go.
And I want everyone roll for initiative.
Oh boy.
Oh shoot. You have all my stats, right?
I can see if I can pull it up. Unfortunately, Dice Cloud isn't working for me, so I can't look at anyone else's stats.
Oh.
So I can just roll that, but I don't like. I'd have to look at what my initiative is. It's a +2, so okay, it's 11 for me.
All right. I'll just to kind of save time. I'll just go ahead and enter that in myself.
I'm new to this. I don't
Yeah.
know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah,
That's
that's
fine.
fine. And like I said, we'll
I'm used to rolling actual dice. Sorry.
we'll show you the fine points of that in the future. And
That's my
I may just never do
Second-
it again.
that's my second nat 20 of tonight. I'm not gonna get another one.
Why are you rolling like me?
I don't know.
On
Come
the
on.
side, if you want to do it the way you just did, on the
Okay.
side with underneath the measuring stick is the dice thing. Advanced dice roller is roll X number dice plus what. So you can use that if you want to do it all yourself.
all right, so let's get this oriented.
So,
Wrong
okay,
way.
just testing it out. If I hit this +2 right here. Oh, no, that's just rolling 2 dice,
Yeah,
right?
roll number of dice rolled, type of dice rolled, additional modifiers.
Okay, oh, advanced. Okay, gotcha. So, okay, so I guess
It'd be
my
1d20 plus whatever.
+2. And then just roll. So, like that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right.
All right.
So
Another
I'm
thing that
learning.
helps
I'm
out
learning.
when you use it, if you go to My Settings, you can go the top right under My Settings. You can enable 3D dice, and then that'll make it actually roll when you hit the button, like visually.
That's, yeah, no, I'm okay.
Okay.
okay, so
I'm okay with the dice roller.
Well, no, I mean, what we're saying though is like in enabling 3D dice is so that way the people who are watching the stream can have a
It's
Well-
what makes that happen.
Yeah.
For the matter of just
Shit.
keeping things moving, we'll handle this during break.
Yep.
In the meantime,
Yeah, I'm not.
Uncle,
I'm not gonna do that. So
Yeah, don't worry about it.
In the meantime, Uncle,
they can see it in the chat.
currently your go.
All right.
You didn't hear anything, but you hear the sounds of alarm from the behind you.
Yeah, I'm gonna. All right. So
Yes,
my movement speed is
25.
25.
You've been
Right.
watching Gantz, haven't you?
So
What?
4.
You've been watching Gantz, haven't you?
Nope.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I can make that. So I'll just
I have no idea what Gantz is.
It's an anime.
go right there and have a bow ready
Mm.
to send off
All right,
when
All right, so you're taking a ready action to do what?
I moved and now I just have a bow ready. I don't know what I'm attacking at, but I have a bow ready.
Okay,
A
so
bow
you're
ready.
readying an action to just attack the first hostile enemy, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Okay.
Perceived threat. There you go.
The
All right.
first thing that seems like it's going to try to kill us, I'm going to shoot.
So from that dark recess, it is pitch dark in there. You see this rotund circular form slowly levitate out.
Oh no.
Oh
As
no! Gosh,
this-
dang it!
Large circular, for lack of a better term, mouth, eye with teeth floats forward, but the eye itself is milky and the skin covering it, the white scaly skin, seems to be putrid and rotting.
It's coming right for us.
Just kind of looks to you. And
Is that an undead beholder?
I don't know what it is,
you-
but I want to get the hell out of here.
it's gonna look to you. Okay,
It's not your turn.
Carson, since I'm
Royce, you need to roll initiative for Lief, bud.
Uh-oh.
oh shoot, terribly sorry. Carson, you
He has a +10, by the way.
of course he does. And turn
Those deer senses are on.
20 plus 10. All right, good.
They're on point.
15.
So after the beholder, Carson, you took the ready action. I'm assuming Uncle sees this as an enemy.
Yes.
All right, you can go ahead and take
Roll
your
to hit.
You're ready to attack.
All right. Standard. God damn it.
If your attack causes a TPK,
Arrow flies forward. It strikes the rotten beholder, but does not seem to have done any damage. It
Well,
just kind of
fuck.
takes it and blinks its milky eyes slowly.
Well, fuck.
Beholder looks in the rough direction of you, Uncle, and you see one of those eye stalks. They're slothish and laying limp. One twitches and slowly goes your way, and you
Oh,
see this
no.
pink ray zap out with a shrill shrieking noise. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw? Oh, God.
Yes.
I'd have a +0 in wisdom. Fuck.
Just a straight d20.
Oh!
All right.
Dude,
You make
rolled
that.
tonight.
The beam
I
strikes you,
know.
and you feel this pang of fear fill your chest, but you're able to steel yourself and push away the nagging rates of being scared and manage to avoid whatever ill effects this currently had. Okay, and next is Lief. All right, Lief, I'm gonna have move up here. Leaf's got 40 feet of movement. Yep.
Be a fast boy.
So we have yeah.
oh
He's the
shit!
fastest boy
With
I've
his
ever
deft
seen.
deer agility, moves around and plants himself squarely here. Draws back his bow. And is going to fire a grasping arrow at this creature.
I went ahead and used the arcane shot.
Yep. And forgive me for my slowness. I am not.
Remember that it's only spent if it's a hit. You determine arcane shot after everything is.
Oh yeah,
set
that's
up.
why I'm making an attack. And that
Okay.
that's a hit. So Leaf lets loose an arrow and it strikes squarely right in the creature's eye, and it just lets off this gurgly, mucusy hiss. And 1d8 plus 5.
That's a 2d8 plus 5.
Yep, I'm just counting out the damage. 8 plus 5 for 10 piercing damage. And grasping arrow.
And
with
plus,
me.
yeah, the 2d6. Damn, forgot about that.
2d6 poison. 1 foot without teleporting.
So 4d6
Alright.
poison damage.
4d6. 18 damage as well. See these vines magically sprout from the arrow tip and just bind around this already nasty mangled form.
Oh god, it's
Okay.
Jerry
And
Beck
Lief is going
2.0.
to knock another arrow and let loose another attack. Oop, that is a 10. That's another hit. That is same damage, just less. 2d6 plus 5. Damn, 17 damage.
No, that's a 1d6, dude.
Yeah, you did 2d6 the first time because you crit.
Shoot.
Well, they're
Yeah,
both
ignore that.
sixes. They're both sixes, so it's
Now this was
11.
This was for the normal shot. I looked at the grasping arrow by
Oh.
mistake. Sorry.
Well, still,
What do you
11 damage.
no. He's saying he
Alright.
hadn't rolled yet.
What's the 1d8 for?
That's a normal shot that Lief took.
Is it?
1d8 plus 5 for a longbow attack.
Oh, it is. Well,
He has 2 attacks for being a fighter. Right, and with
I
that,
forgot it was a 1d8.
yep, Lief moves a bit more, kind of sneering, or not enjoying the roasted corpse currently at his hooves. And that's the end of his turn. Blue, it is currently your turn.
Okay, a couple questions.
answers.
Okay, when did I take damage? Because I'm sitting at 65 apparently.
You all suffered. You suffer from a spear trap early round in this dungeon.
Wonderful. How far is 40 feet from me?
That is right where that arrow is.
Okay, so I would not be within range of the creature.
You would not, but you can still move.
You can also take the sprint action.
Yeah, but that removes one of my attacks, right?
Well,
That is
your action would be to dash.
So yeah, you would not be able to attack, unfortunately. But you'd be able to get right up in the zombie beholder stage.
No, I'm gonna go 40 feet forward.
Okay.
What were the purple
I'm gonna go
squares
for-
again? Because I remember
Like-
there was something about the purple squares that I read.
Those were a series of traps that Ankel had found before and disarmed.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna move 40 feet forward,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna use a ready action when no, going into rage. Is that a bonus action?
Yeah, you can just do that.
Yes.
Okay, I would like to rage first and foremost, and then I would like to hold an attack as a ready action until the thing comes closer.
Okay.
And when it comes within range of me, if it doesn't come within range of me, then I've wasted a ready action. But that's
Okay.
that's all I can do this
So
round.
within 5 feet, you're prepping your axe as that taste of bile back of your throat fills you as you get filled with rage. Okay, so ready action there.
I don't like eyeballs. Rage!
Yeah, so it is now Luna's turn. All right.
I'm way
I've got
too low on health for this
Yes.
shit.
All right. Luna is going to move right here, kind of hugging against the wall. All right, holds out a hand and throw firebolt.
At least it's not Aurelia throwing firebolt. It never works out for
Shut up.
her.
All right, so damage. Okay, is roll 1d20 plus. Plus 6. There we go. All right. Oof, sadly, that does not hit. 2 streaks of fire scream through the air, but sadly just narrowly avoid the rotten carcass that's currently growling and hissing at you. Luna softly swears to herself, clearly frustrated. All right, Jinx, it is now your turn.
All right, let's move it again.
Jinx, it is now time for fire, kaboom, blow, go, go, go.
Well, let's see. So, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna move to my maximum movement, about right there. And now I'm going to use Minute Meteor. Also, does Wild Magic Surge go off? You can choose whether or not it goes off on this one.
Also, can we turn the music down? Because I can barely hear Tony.
You can adjust the volume setting on your own side
I'll
in my
adjust it
settings.
myself.
No.
We can.
My microphone is kind of low right now. Give me a second.
Okay.
But yeah, if you find the volume is too loud, under my settings in the top right, you can just manually lower the volume for the music.
Yeah. Well, if it can't be found, like I said, we will address that during a break, so we can keep things moving along. It does go off.
Okay. All right. So first of all, mini meteors. So that's how many do I get again? Sorry, it's been a while.
I have to look at your.
6. So I'm gonna be shooting 2 mini meteors at them.
Right, and that is a DC-15.
So yeah, make 2 dexterity saving throws. One against the 6 and one against the 7.
Oh wait, that's right. So that's a 5. So that's.
I swear to God, I hope
First one
Jinx
is
doesn't
fail.
go blind.
Roll another, please.
All right, it's a moderate. It's a moderate one. That was almost as severe.
Remember to resolve the spell in its entirety first. So roll one more saving throw, please.
Did I roll those inadvertently with non-GM?
I see
Correct.
one. I see one that rolled a 5. No. One is no. One's a 5. One's a 5. One's a 13. He failed both. Sorry.
No. The D20. That's my roll.
Oh. The first one we see. We don't see a second one.
Okay, so so the 13 fails. The first one does succeed. So it succeeds on the 6. It fails on the 7.
So he takes half his damage.
3,
No, the first
7,
one.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Yep.
10 fire damage. Moral magic surge. Go.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
That's severe.
Moderate 7.
I become intoxicated for 2d6.
God damn it.
This is not helping.
I got so annoyed that I ripped the ear jack out of my headphone.
All right, I'm intoxicated for 5 hours.
I hate you, Tony.
Okay.
Why
for that,
couldn't you intoxicate the beholder?
I'm gonna include something for that. If you're gonna move, make a dexterity save. You have to beat a 10, or your movement is halved.
Okay.
If we survive this, I'm slapping Jinx.
I won't feel it.
Jinx
I'm
has no
Alright.
Jinx has no control over this.
So as you let loose the spell, a wonderful warmth blooms in your chest, and you just feel giddy.
She's on the high with the fire trap from before. That's what it is.
Alright, Aurelia, it is your turn as Cream is currently snuggled between your legs.
I'm gonna tell Cream to GTFO to somewhere safe, probably over here in the other room.
All right.
What
Just,
do I
Yes, right
do?
next to the mimic. That's
I-
beautiful.
Well,
It's not
the,
a mimic.
No, it's not a mimic. It's a chest that I just got rid of.
All right. Cream obediently hops over and plants himself down right in the room.
okay. So who wants haste?
I do.
You get haste.
Foo would love some haste.
You get some
Now
haste.
you get.
You get some haste, and then Aurelia's gonna go over here.
Cool.
Also, you get an extra attack that each turn now.
That is correct. You have a mini action you can do every turn to dash, dodge, disengage, or throw one axe swing.
Ooh.
So
you
essentially,
now-
since I'm raged, I would have 3 attacks.
Correct. You have your 2 attacks.
Nice.
You have 2 attacks because you're above
Level
level
five.
5, and you have a haste attack. And
Yes,
if you
effectively have 3
and if
attacks,
you think
unless
this
you
is
frenzy.
dangerous, you can do what your subclass's rage is and go into what we called like the super rage, and then you have a 4th attack on a bonus action if you think this is
Well,
dire.
if I go into frenzied rage.
yeah, frenzy.
Okay.
But you do take exhaustion after that.
I'm pretty sure I would. Don't I take exhaustion
The-
from frenzied rage anyway?
Yeah, Yeah, if you
when you frenzy, you
the
take an
f-
exhaustion after the rage ends.
So I'd take 2 exhaustion once the rage ends,
Oh, no,
and
not per
once the
attack.
haste wears off.
Oh, haste turning
don't-
off is different. It's not exhaustion, but it's a 1-turn stun. I forgot about that. Thank you for
Yeah.
reminding me.
It's not
Okay,
exhaustion.
yeah,
It's just a 1-turn stun.
Okay, so for like 6 seconds, I'm stunned. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So Aurelia, are you done moving and everything?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm doing the haste, and then I am getting the hell away from this thing looking at me.
Okay. Cream just kind of gives you.
It's not that bad.
All right, Ankel, it is your turn. The
Question: how useful would it be to set an arrow on fire and throw it at this thing?
You
Throwing
don't
an
know.
arrow?
Well, shooting it at it, but also with it on fire.
I will say, because I know you have a flint. It won't be an action, but if you want, you can spend a bonus action to light one of your arrows on fire with your flint and steel.
With my tinderbox, and I can shoot it.
Or yeah, your tinderbox. Because last time an action was too much, so I feel a bonus action is fair if you want to do that, though.
I want to set an arrow on fire and shoot it.
Okay, you use your bonus action to set an arrow on fire and let loose. Make an attack roll.
If you roll a 1 and hit me, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay, that's better.
All right, arrow flies through the air and sadly misses.
God damn it!
Come on, man. A 13 AC? That would have to be pathetically low. For a beholder, that's just not possible.
Yeah, this thing does look rotting.
Yeah, it is. It is definitely not exactly alive. All right, so you've attacked. Do you want to move at all, or are you pretty much done?
I'm done. There's no. I'm not moving anywhere closer to that thing.
All right, Beholder Zombie's turn. Beholder Zombie looks around. 2 arrows currently stuck in that milky eye. It slowly begins levitating up into the air.
Oh, motherfucker.
Yep, so it moves 10 feet into the air and 10 feet forward for its 20 feet of movement. So you see this nasty, rotting ball of eye and teeth hovering near you, Fu.
How tall am I?
You are 8 feet. It is out. It is mechanically it is outside of your attack range.
God damn it!
This 5-foot attack range is pretty much
You can
yeah,
jump
you can
at
jump.
it. You can jump.
You can jump.
But how well would that work?
Well, we will find out if you decide to take that action. All right, it is going to look. It kind of looks down at you, and you see these thick globules of spit drip onto you. They do not smell the best.
Yeah, I'll bet.
And
Of course,
right.
it fucking had to float.
Another one of the one of the eye stalks twitches once more. One
Come
that
down and fight me like a man.
hanging flat. Well, it's not a man. Hanging flaccidly and looks down at you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hang on. Oh, okay, that's not too bad.
You're hardy. So kind of the perks of being a barbarian.
You're a hardy boy.
Ah,
Yeah, you
19.
Jesus.
I'm okay.
All right, so from this eye, this blackish beam that's kind of silhouetted with white comes down, and it's this carves right into your chest, and you feel this horrible sense of just this tingling rot as the skin in your chest seems to
God
kind
damn
of
it.
wrinkle. And since you made it, you take
Necrotic damage.
Take half as much, so that is 9 necrotic damage.
So, okay, so, all right, hold on. I'm currently at...
You're at 65, so
Okay.
56.
Oh, I'm not even signed in. Hold on, motherfucker. You sign this bitch in. Okay, authorize. Come on now. I thought I was signed in.
I can mark down your health for you for the moment, and then once you get back in. So it is currently at 56. That is the
Okay, 56. Okay.
Yeah, I just modified it for you right now, so good to go.
Okay.
All right. And with that, the beholder has pretty much taken its action, so it is Lief's turn. Ooh, and I almost forgot it moved. I'm not going to split hairs with the whole. Technically, it doesn't walk, so.
No. Whenever you willingly move, 2d6
Yep.
slashing.
Ooh, that is a maximum 12 damage. Ooh. So
You're
as it
GM
moves,
rolling
you-
a lot.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
No,
Leaf
it was
rolled
just
max
just
damage.
do it. Just do it. Just go. Do
Yeah.
whatever's faster for you.
All right. Have it. Vines cut in, and you definitely see more of that blackish ichor blood drip from its carcass. Oop. All right, Leaf's turn. He's going to move. See within movement. And let loose 2 more shots. So 1d20, 10. Roll 1d20 plus 10. 27. Yep, that definitely hits. Gotta love those feats. Takes 1d5. 13 damage. Damn. 7. All right, and a second attack. 21. Yet another hit. Plus 5. 6 damage this time.
Both extremes.
So yeah, Lief is just bounding around with a fey-like agility, just letting loose these arrows and pelting this ball of eyes and teeth and drooling black blood. All right, Fu, it is currently out of your reach normally, but you can try and jump to reach it.
Okay, question. So, number one, it is within my range if I were to jump up, but how many attacks would I get with that?
I'd say to jump with haste, you'd be able to get 2 attacks off.
So the regular
And
swing
if I were
the swing.
if I were to use my movement to do like an acrobatic thing where like I was like, "Hey, Lief," and I jumped off of Lief because Lief's got a little bit of height to it, and I jumped up, would I be able to make that? Would I be able to jump onto the beholder?
Oh, you're
okay,
gonna
so
grapple
you're
it?
talking about so you're talking about an acrobatic feat off of Lief to jump onto the beholder. If you're going to try and grab the beholder, that's going to be a grapple.
No, not
Okay, so
not
it has-
grapple, but just like because that thing's pretty big.
No,
I imagine.
just hold on to it. Just hold on to it and start whacking away at the eye stalks.
Okay, you're not going to be able to get onto the beholder unless you try to grapple it, because you're going to have to try and grab onto it.
God
There's
damn it.
no real place for you to reside on the beholder without trying to grab onto it, because it's not big enough to just stand upon.
Okay.
So you can. You'll require an acrobatics check, and Leaf will have to do an athletics check to maintain stationary.
Okay. Well, I don't think it would be worth it to do that now, so I'm just going to do a
definitely a
jump and
challenge.
attack.
Okay,
I'm
so
just
yeah,
going to do a jump and attack, yeah.
You can get 2 attacks off since you are hasted.
Okay. Okay, I think that hit.
You definitely, yes, roll. And
Oh,
second
son of a
attack does
bitch.
not hit.
Ah.
So you got a 1d12 for your axe, and I believe 1d6 for the fire damage.
Okay. 1d12 for the X.
Yep.
Okay, hold on. It's 1d12 plus 4. Okay. And then 1d6 you said for the fire damage?
Yep.
There's no modifier, right?
Nope,
No.
just straight fire damage. That's the
Okay.
enchanted fire crystal on it.
15 in total.
All right. Not bad. Just a good solid cleave with the first one, burn it a bit. The second one just kind of barely misses as you descend. Okay, it is Luna's
Come down
turn.
here and fight me like a monster!
Okay.
So if this thing were to actually move past me, I would not get an attack of opportunity unless it came within my...
Correct.
Son of a bitch. Somebody bring me an apple box!
Yeah, that's the caveat with levitating enemies. They're not always going to remain at eye level for you.
Yeah, now
Alright.
I know what it feels like to be Ankel.
You know
Alright,
what?
Luna's gonna
I'm right?
Luna's gonna move over here, and
You're not
trying
wrong.
to turn things up a
Exactly.
bit since her fire bolt seemed to fall short. Is going to let out a
You're right.
fireball.
Oh.
Right, roll. D20. This is the roll 1d20 for dex save, and that is not a save. All right, let's see how much damage that this thing suffers. That is 86. Good God, I forgot how much damage Fireball does. 21 points of damage as the small bead of red energy flies forward, impacts with the beholder, and erupts in a rather nasty ball of fire.
She hears Jinx giggle and clap drunkenly to her right.
She does have enough tact to basically place the radius beyond Fu so that Fu doesn't suffer from the fire damage as well. All right, so as the fire engulfs the beholder, you hear this horrible sizzling and the smell of burning flesh fills the air, and the beholder seems to lull and fall to the ground, seemingly defeated. Let's see.
That's right, it's
Right.
undead.
Oh, 20. That is a hardy zombie. So,
Oh, that's a horrifying combination.
oof.
Fuck.
And actually with that-
I may take this monster for later.
Yeah, actually, even with that, it would not be able to make the DC to surpass the damage taken because it's 21 plus 5. So yeah, there's
Oh yeah, you have to get a 26. How would you
Yep.
do that?
So the zombie is roasted as it falls to the ground. It just falls limp, mouth agape, as it is now very much dead and very much defeated. And Luna gives a soft shudder as this black puddle of bloody ichor begins to soak into the floor.
Jinx goes, ah, that was awesome!
All right, we're all have
We're
dealt
not
with
letting
the
her get
enemy
drunk
in
again.
hand. Combat is ended officially, and you are free to roam this place once more. So, in this room, there's still what you saw before, the number of statues, one seeming to have fallen over. Yes, hi, you're a cat. And a set of armor held within a desiccated and rotten body.
That's true. Fu is still hasted, and I still have my meteors for 10 minutes.
Indeed.
If something happens within the next like 40 seconds, he's
Yeah,
ready.
concentration up to 1 minute. That's if you decide to continue concentrating on. But
Yep.
yeah, so you're still in this room. Nothing else seems to have popped out. That space that had unleashed the undead beholder, still wreathed in shrouded in darkness. Nothing else seems to be growling or snarling.
Really is gonna stick her head out and say, "I'm getting really sick of those things."
Cream gives a soft beep of agreement. All right, so y'all have dealt with the danger at hand. You're currently in a room that's, aside from the floor plates that were deactivated earlier.
Sorry, I stepped away. It died?
Yeah.
It got fireballed, and then
Yeah, Luna let loose a fireball and fried it, and the beholder could not revive from that amount of damage.
Wow. What a weak beholder.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yes, so am I.
Yeah, Luna definitely does give a shudder and says, I do hope we do not face a live one.
Right. No, not very fun.
Definitely disturbed.
Yeah, I was gonna say, in the middle of Fu's sentence, Aurelia stops concentrating.
All right, I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw. Nope, just joking.
Oh, fuck you!
Joking. All right, yeah.
I would
do see
kill you.
Jinx.
I would find where you would live and kill you.
Inside
Okay,
here,
not Royce, but DM. Or, I'm sorry, not DM, but Royce. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. My aim's looking pretty good today.
Oh, I love you too, buddy. All right, Jinx, I'm assuming you're looking into the small alcove the zombie boulder came out of. There is nothing save for a rather nastily ravaged skeleton seemingly bound up on the wall. Apparently, someone had been placed in here, possibly with that thing, and subjected to possibly a very unpleasant fate.
Ominous.
Oof.
Luna clears her throat. I do suggest we continue. I do not wish to reside in here any longer than we need to, please.
Where are we supposed to be continuing on to, by the way?
I guess
forward.
into the snake room.
How do we get there? That didn't look like a door.
Oh,
It
Is
is
that like a
her.
hidden wall?
Yeah, this was supposed to be a hidden door. I didn't want to let there to be a recess and let there be an obvious passageway. So effectively, it's a hidden door that's been open. So
Yeah, Ankel was already this
yeah,
far in.
Uncle found the.
Am I actually still hasted?
No,
it's
no.
it's-
Okay,
it's
okay.
You
it's
were
finally
talking to
faded.
her, and either by the timer running out or by Aurelia thinking it would be funny, in the middle of your sentence to
Yeah, you just-
our client,
you just
I
feel this
told you,
wave
I
of-
turned
Okay,
it
because
off.
I saw your text. I saw your text after I went. So.
Oh, sorry. No, that I did that right away. You doing it was perfect timing for my intent.
Yeah, brief
Gotcha.
moment, you just feel this heavy leaden weight in your arms, and you just want to take a nap.
Oh,
Moment
I was.
passes.
Yeah, I was like, but that should have already passed by now.
Okay, let's
Water.
pause. Anthony, what is Jinx doing?
She's walking on water.
Oh, the stupid
Okay.
ring, right.
As Jinx walks on the water, I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Fuck.
I imagine with
She's being drunk.
Yeah, I imagine with disadvantage.
I wasn't going to include that, but sure.
All right. How do I do that again?
Tony, you screwed yourself.
Oh, wait, no. 2d20. Keep lowest. It's keep highest or keep lowest. So KL or KH.
And if we can't get that, just roll 2d20. We'll take the lower of the two.
So that's a 3.
How did you get? Oh, you put the plus
Okay.
in a
So
funny
as
spot.
you walk on the water,
That's what
the
happened.
surface tension remaining quite like a solid floor, you see a form well up in the water itself. As a large humanoid form of a water elemental surges into reality.
I was gonna say that's not a 3, that's a
Jinx
nat
yells.
1.
Jinx yells, "Am I seeing things, or is this actually happening?"
Yes, and as it rises up, the disturbance of the water quickly causes you to fall backwards onto your butt. As the water elemental surges forward to make a strike.
So
And
Food just shouts, "Quick, walk on it! It can't hurt you."
And 24.
Ring off. The water goes through. Jinx goes through the water. Aha! Success.
Yeah, I think a 24 definitely does hit quite squarely. So
God damn it, Tony.
1d.
so
You know what? I'm not even gonna stop you. I'm pretty sure you're trying to get Jinx killed.
Hold up.
Do you want to use a luck?
I am gonna. Hold up.
Thank you. I love you.
Yeah, how many do you have left? Check that.
I
real
have
quick.
1 left.
All right, you want to use it?
Sure do.
All right. Again, that is a 10.
That misses.
All right, so as you fall backwards, this massive watery fist surges forward and basically plunges right into the water, right between your legs.
Fucking
Jinx starts laughing. That was close.
fucking drunkard luck.
All right. The water elemental.
Oh, Aurelia is gonna pull her off the damn water before she kills us all.
All right. I'll definitely allow that within the time frame. So you do pull Jinx off of the water. The water elemental remains, where it is, but it does not take any action. It simply looms its way over and stares rather menacingly with an eyeless gaze.
Well,
You're not so tough.
well, I'm going to interpret that as the stop trying to cheat.
You're not so sober.
I'm going to take this as the stop trying to cheat my level, Anthony, mechanic. So.
Oh no, this was not designed for that. Don't give yourself too much credit.
Oh.
It's currently not engaged.
Well, if
As a
it's
reminder,
leaving me
you have,
alone, I'm leaving it alone.
I'm so glad that I'm not a dumb barbarian because I would immediately be like Hulk. Big monster!
Smash.
Right.
All right. So as a recap, you have a door here, an empty passage up here.
Yeah,
and those
and
are
about
all
a
the-
fire trap, like almost like an inch away from where Fu
And then-
is.
to which I'm gonna be like, "Hey, little buddy, check for traps."
He did check for traps with his foot.
Yep.
You're standing right where one of them used to be. I don't
Yeah, there's
think you should be there.
There's a big
Yeah, so
scorch
hold on.
mark.
Out of curiosity, because they weren't there when the fucking water out, so they just walk in and there's a water elemental staring down at them. How do they react?
Yeah, it's just silently looking at you, not trying to swing, but just very silently observing.
Uncle just kind of stares at it and goes, "Is that thing gonna attack us?"
Fu's just like,
Jinx
"So."
goes,
Sup?
no, that's my friend Aqua.
The fact that you have friends is surprising.
I'm gonna
Okay,
need
first
everyone to
off-
make a- I'm
First
gonna need
off,
everyone
that's copyright, sir.
Okay, Aurelia, you moved in that area.
Yeah? Is that
I need you
a...
to
I'm
make-
not...
I need-
I'm next to the water. I'm not touching the water.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Well, I'm dead.
Oh,
From the snake.
What is my number? Oh, right. My number is nothing. I forgot. I'm Aurelia.
I mean, it's not negative.
Oh, you're good.
Not bad. as you step a little closer to the water elemental surges a fist forward to try and strike you once more, but you manage to just barely dodge it at the last second.
Okay,
Jinx
understood. Personal bubble. Leaving you alone now.
Jinx yells at, no, Aqua, bad. You can attack Uncle.
Hey.
All right, I need everyone to make a perception check.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, cool. Okay, cool. That's good to know.
Lief has
Oh, sweet.
Damn, +5.
Oh yeah, no, Jinx he's a deer. Makes sense.
All right, Uncle
Deer,
plus
deer.
13, 17. Yeah, I'm just gonna say everyone passes. the
Anthony,
check.
did you just say Jinx is a deer? Leaf.
You said
Jinx
Jinx
is a
was a
deer.
deer.
A deer in
It's
fucking
almost
headlights.
There's no way. it should be.
Echoing from deeper within the dungeon, you don't know specifically where. You hear a gurgling, raspy growl resonate.
Who
off the
votes to
walls.
not go
Not it.
that way? Who votes
it.
to not go that way?
We can take him.
Oh,
There's no
yeah,
clear
you can
direction.
take him. Go for it.
There's no clear direction. It seems to be coming from just in the direction before you. But there's nothing.
I'm just saying. 1, 2, 3. Not it.
I think the best thing we can do is probably split up.
No.
That
No.
sounds
no,
like
no.
the
no,
worst
I've seen
idea
these mysteries.
I have ever heard.
I have seen the plays about these mysteries. We've got a deer person, which is basically a talking dog. I am not splitting up.
Jinx goes, muscle teacher, allow me. She gets real close up to Uncle and goes, that is stupid.
Oh
Leaf
no!
keeps
2 in
I
1
suggest
session.
against that.
You can't have 2 in 1 session.
Hold on a second. To which surprisingly Fu turns and points at Jinx and says, "Daphne is right."
Okay, so
I mean, I was trying to find the best way to get Jinx killed, but all right.
reactions. aside,
Don't
what are we
worry.
doing, guys?
Just naturally being Daphne, she'll get kidnapped.
Right?
All right, guys.
All right.
Okay, for the sake of keeping things moving, reacting aside, what are we doing, guys? You can't just sit in this room forever.
Yes, I can. You can't tell me I can't.
Yeah, you've got to
mean,
contract.
We
DM
will
can't
eventually
say
run out
you
of
can't.
food. We will eventually run out of food, and the only water source is currently being protected by a giant fist. So no, we
And-
can't.
He's trying to kill us.
And
I
you
will
also-
pee on that thing.
And you
Yeah.
also have a contractual agreement
right.
to help Luna with this place. So
Mhm.
Well, I'm gonna move.
Okay,
I'm gonna
okay.
move a little further, and I want.
Can I do an investigation of this room, please?
We've
Sure,
done
what
that
do you
twice.
look-
Cream, get in there. Cream.
sure, what are you
Wait,
looking
what?
for?
How did I do that?
I'm looking at the snake statues to make sure they're actually statues.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jinx turns to Luna and goes, Moon, where do we go?
How did I do
So investigation. Oh, cool. Same number.
You just call her Moon? What?
There we go.
Oh.
There we go.
Luna looks around and says, "Well, I'm afraid I don't know the exact layout of this location. I simply knew of its existence through various tomes and scripture. There's something I wish to procure in here, so, well, I'm here to at least help us get through this area."
Were there pictures in the scrolls?
No. Was that a 21 for your investigation?
Yes, that was a 21 for my investigation. While this conversation is happening, I'm going to. Fu will speak up.
So, had you known this was a location full of like creepy beholders, probably wouldn't have been so keen to get the object.
Probably not.
Okay.
Okay, so as you investigate the snake statues, you actually do discover a pair of pressure plates in front of each statue.
Sweet.
So,
That's
right here and effectively right here.
I didn't step on them though, right?
No,
Because
you
I
did an
was.
investigation to investigate the statues, and with that roll, you notice a slightly elevated section of the floor, which is, given how the snake statues' mouths are open, you get a feeling a projectile is to come out of that area.
Okay, so
Probably more snakes.
first thing I'm gonna do is point this out to everyone that's paying attention, which is most likely not Jinx.
Jinx is drunk.
Yeah. And even if Jinx did see what I was saying and noticed, would have forgot it immediately anyway. So it's not
Yes.
that big of a deal. So just pointing that out, in case anybody wants to have some fun with Jinx while she's basically inebriated.
Don't give
She's too-
Uncle ideas.
I'm trying to kill this character, people.
Given that I know what character is going to replace her if you do, I'm going to have to vote no.
What character is gonna replace it?
The fucking mushroom thing. I'll show you later.
You had my attention. Now you have my erection.
I'll show you later.
You won't know what I'm about.
Uncle
Alright.
Luna, Uncle Luna looks over to you. Excuse me, Uncle. This door seems to be locked. Do you think you could unlock it?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Okay.
we need to. Move on, folks.
I would now like to investigate the stone structures over here. Like these. What are these? Those.
Those are pedestals. It looks like they're about 3 feet high. They look to have been like some sort of display, but whatever may have been residing on those is no longer there.
What do I roll for lockpick?
You roll your d20 plus your proficiency modifier since believe you're double proficient at thieves tools.
Yep. I
Yeah.
believe you
I was
picked
gonna
that.
say, yeah. If he has Steve's tools, so.
Yeah, your d20
And-
plus double your proficiency modifier.
Which stat, though? Because you can pick which stat depending on what type of lock it is.
Yes, what's that?
Just seems like a mechanical door.
So I'm going to assume that he means dexterity.
Probably dexterity.
Alright, so 11. Plus 11 is the number you're looking for.
So it's plus 11?
Yep, D20
Correct.
plus 11.
All right, cool.
Roll higher than 6, please.
There you go.
There you
Pull
go.
out your
Good,
thieves
good,
tools and you slip it into what looks to be a circular hole right in the middle of the door. And it's not the normal mechanism you're used to, but in a few moments you hear a faint click, and the door slowly begins to descend.
Okay, I'm gonna like walk past everybody except for Ankel to kind of be the guy leading the way. I don't need drunk Jinx actually going off and setting out any traps.
Don't need to see that.
It
never reveals this room.
Uncle, basically, it's you're the only reason you go before me is in case you need to locate and disarm any traps. But I'm basically gonna be right behind in order to take damage from any traps so that they don't actually affect you.
Okay, so yeah, that's actually good. What is the marching order right now as you're entering into this room? You
It's
got
Uncle
Me.
then Fu.
Foo.
And then apparently Jinx, and then I guess Lief Aurelia.
Yep, Lief, Aurelia, Cream, and actually, let's say
Luna behind Fu, please.
Okay.
all
yeah.
right.
Jinx walks up to Luna and just holds onto her hand like.
Yeah, I was about to say, I guarantee Jinx is just gonna hold on to Luna's hand.
Yeah, she's just grabbed onto Luna's hand just like she's following her. Like, yep, this is normal.
I want to roll
Like you're doing the kindergarten line.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
the kindergarten chain.
I want to roll to investigate the room just to check for traps.
All right, so Uncle walks forward and begins looking through the room. Same thing, roll an investigation check.
It's real high. There we go.
Not bad, not bad. So you actually do manage to find 2 pressure plates throughout this room, both on the floor. You notice one here and one here. And the earth beneath both the earth around both of these seems to have been tracked through some kind of force. Now they're
Okay.
active presently. You just know where they are.
All right.
Alright.
So
So is this
there-
area well lit?
Yeah, the whole area is dimly lit by basically small orbs of magical light.
Okay.
So there are 2 pressure plates. We need to proceed with caution for the most part. Just
Right. What's that on the wall over there? Can
let's do
anybody
this.
read that?
You can certainly try.
Okay. I examine it just to see if it's things that I can read. So as we make it in, la-di-da, we're walking through.
What are the
I go up there without touching the pressure plate,
Okay.
just
what-
before the pressure plate, you know.
Hold up, dude. Say
What?
again, Royce?
What are the languages that you know?
The languages I know.
Yes.
Where do I find that? I can't.
If
I've
he's
never
never
used
picked
D&D
languages,
Beyond.
if he's never
Common
picked,
and giant.
Yeah,
Common and giant.
I had a feeling.
None of these look familiar to you.
Okay.
I can't read this. It's all squibbles to me. Anybody? No. Back up.
Jinx,
Back up, little one.
what-
Jinx is
What?
trying to read it.
What
Yes, but Jinx trying to read.
You try to read it, and nothing seems to ring.
I'm pretty sure it's not gnomish, so I don't think I'm gonna be any use here.
Yeah,
Well,
not-
just everybody check, slowly check. Luna,
yes.
can you understand any of that that's up on the wall? Can you read that at all?
Hold on. And she tries to get a little closer, and she notes.
Careful.
Yeah, she notes where Ankel pointed out, so she's not going to just blatantly step on that. Looking over, she blinks her eyes and goes, "Huh, this seems to be deep speech."
Damn it! I speak deep
But
speech.
you can't. Yeah, you
You're
can't.
drunk. You're drunk.
It doesn't matter. You can't read.
Yeah,
You're
the
also
runes,
intoxicated.
the runes glow with an ethereal light, and she says, "It seems to be whom is the grandest creature in all the lands."
The hell's that?
I'll
supposed to
enter it in
mean?
chat. Just so that if you know what he heard me, there it is. Whom is the grandest creature in all the lands? It seems to be some kind of riddle.
The grandest creature in all the lands. So,
Pretty sure it's not the water giant. Pretty sure it's not the water elemental back there.
Jinx repeats the question, but in deep speech.
Fuck. Why can't
Darkon,
Aurelia
what's
move?
Aurelia doing? Yeah, you
It's
gotta.
keeping with the group.
Okay, so you're
Hey,
moving
don't
there.
forget your floof.
Yeah.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Fuck. Why? How come only me? How come everyone else walks over this, but only me?
Because you were the one that was closest to the water elemental.
Fuck.
I've got things clearly marked out in the GM screen, so I'm not being unfairly targeted.
I know.
All right. Yet again, the water wells up in a humanoid form, and you see another water elemental take form
Fuck.
It's Aqua!
and takes another swing at you, and yet again you manage to deftly avoid this big watery fist as it tries to collide with you.
Yeah.
And
Those things
Aurelia's
do not like
Aurelia's
you.
going to immediately decide, got it.
At this
No
point-
water, no
At this
water
point-
ever.
At this point, Fu just looks back and goes, "How about we not stand anywhere near the water anymore?
Agreed.
Let's just assume that there's one in every location of water."
Okay.
All right, so Jinx
Okay.
Jinx goes. So Jinx is like, Jinx is honestly just trying to figure out the thing, and she goes, so it's in Mind Flayer speak. Mind Flayers?
is that your answer?
Did he say it in deep speech?
I say Mind Flayer in deep speech.
Okay, you see the runes glow, and they're glowing in this green energy. They fade, and then they flash up red. Jinx, I
Oh,
need you
no.
to make a
Wrong.
dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy.
Sweet. We could just keep saying things for Jinx to say. How do you say beholder in deep speech? That's the next one.
All right, you managed to make it, but this red bolt of energy sings out through the air, and seeing it, you managed to just definitely avoid it, but it still collides with your side slightly, and you take.
Wouldn't that be called the illithid, by the way?
That is their
Yeah.
that is their official terminology. You take
Yeah.
3 fire damage. It's
I
kind of
take 1 fire damage.
Oh,
I'm already resistant.
round.
All right,
Yeah.
fair enough. So yeah, you take effectively 1 fire damage.
Well, shit. Yeah, you can answer a bunch of wrong answers if you're only taking one each
A
time.
water elemental gives fire
I
damage.
now
so
have
that's
I
confusing.
now have a player conundrum. I know the answer. I don't know if Aurelia knows the answer. I don't know
If-
what to do.
Well, okay. What would Aurelia try to think of in order to resolve this? Like, considering the topic, what would
This
she try to
all
think of?
depends on how much Aurelia knows about beholders. Can I do a thingamabob check for?
Make an
beholders?
Arcana check.
Okay, fair.
Please tell me you have good
Arcana is
arcana.
thingamabob. Oh, yeah. Well,
Oh
It's
no,
Aurelia.
she was
Better.
no. She was forced up in that fucking tower. She wanted nothing to do with their bullshit.
All right, you're a mage. This is your shtick.
It is
Don't
not,
fuck it
it
up.
is not specifically Aurelia's stick. Aurelia wanted out of there.
Yeah, but still, you're a mage.
God damn it.
You rack your brain, you get the feeling it's not something of this realm, but you can't quite put your finger on it.
Well, have fun
Jinx,
with this puzzle,
Jinx.
guys. I will be watching
No, fuck
intently
it.
till
I
you
wanna-
figure
I
it
wanna
out.
make-
Jinx,
make
Jinx,
arcane
saber
check.
holder. Jinx, saber holder.
Hold on. Do you want to take time and basically take a 20?
Are you asking me?
Basically, do you want to take, take some time out of your stay right now?
Depends
And-
on how long these guys want to stay on this.
Yeah, if you want to take a half hour, I will allow you to take a 20.
Fuck.
With
Oh
that
my
amount-
god, I would love to take a short rest.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
You
does
know
that
what?
count
That's a
as-
great idea.
Yeah, if
If
you all
Water
wanna take a
Elemental
short
Bro is
rest-
gonna leave us alone for a while, and as long as we stay away from the water, I say we take a nap.
Yeah, if you all want to take a
Well,
short
not a
rest,
nap, just a short rest. Yes.
well, short rest to me, obviously taking a short rest, but yeah. So if you all want to take a short rest, I'll let Aurelia do that, and basically,
And- and-
also get a short rest.
During this short rest, I'll keep guard. Okay, so what do I need to roll to recover for a short rest, or am I just recovering from a short rest?
Short rest
you
is
are sick.
however many.
You have you're a D12. You're level 6. You have up
Yeah.
to 6. You have up to 6 D12s
I have a one
to
d12
spend.
plus 4, it's total 6.
Yeah.
I have one d12 plus 4 with a total of 6 hit dice.
Yep. So yeah. Every
I also
every
have
time you
Stone's
want to
endurance.
That's for when you take damage, though.
when
Oh.
you want to recover health on a short rest, you roll as many dice as you want. Every dice you roll is D12 plus 4. So then you can
1d12 plus
just
4.
roll them. You can roll them sequentially until you're satisfied, and then just call it.
Okay,
All right,
Richie,
first roll.
Yeah, Richie, were you bringing up Stone's endurance to say whether it recharges? Because it does. You do get it back.
Stone's endurance reset maximum HP changes during this rest. Okay, so I haven't. It's just saying that I would get it back if I got my
Yeah.
rest. Okay.
You have one use of it, and it recharges on a short rest.
Okay. Cool.
So you will get
I've
that.
never used it, so I don't.
Yeah,
Okay, so
it's a thing that we kind of gloss over a lot.
Okay, so
okay.
whoever wants
13 health returned.
all right.
Okay, so
Uncle
Really quickly.
kind of just gives a sigh and sits down, pulling his hat over his eyes as he closes them to rest.
All right.
oh wow, yeah, that brings me within 5. I think I'm good on that.
What do I have to roll to bring some
Yours,
health up?
you don't have any pluses to Constitution,
69.
so yours is just D8 for Uncle.
So roll however many d8 you wish within your hit dice amount.
You can roll a maximum of 6.
And then
But you
once
can
I hit
roll
a
them one
long
at a
rest,
time.
I get my hit die back.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll just roll 2 d8s.
All right. Roll them.
It just makes it easier on me.
7.
7.
You get 7 hit points back.
All right,
I'm
so I'm in a
moving
better
so we can
situation than
see.
I was.
Slightly better.
That's 22 health.
You can.
Hang on. Let me look in my equipment real quick.
hmm And I believe arcane archers' arrows return on a short rest,
Correct.
do they not?
Correct.
So Lief gets another arrow back.
Okay, here's my question.
Yes.
And it is directed specifically at Carson.
Yes.
How much do you love me?
Like in what way?
All right. How much do you love Fu?
Okay, I thought I was
A
gonna
good
have
bit.
to like.
Not
I like
romantically.
I
Not,
thought-
not in a romantic way.
I thought I
No,
was gonna have to put
Fu's
this
great. I love Fu.
No. How much do you love Fu?
A lot. He's pretty cool to be around.
Okay. Fu hands you he goes, "Here, little buddy, you're looking kind of worn," and hands you a potion of greater healing. That is my one potion of greater healing. I now have no more.
And those are expensive. There's like 500 gold a pop.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't. All right, which one? No, that's greater is. I wasn't gonna give him the superior, but the greater I can give him.
Yeah, greater is expensive.
Yeah. And
Uncle looks
greater
up and
a
gives a
potion
small
of greater
smile.
healing is how much?
500 gold, I believe.
No.
Wait,
I mean, how much
healing?
as far as like dice healing and stuff?
Ah, derp.
I can go grab that. John.
2d 44 plus 4. So 4-sided dice plus 4.
There you go. That's what you do. Roll that.
All right.
All right, is anyone else doing anything?
Wait, so 4d4, right?
4d4 plus 4.
All right, wait till after this roll. All right, you are maxed out.
Hey.
Taste faintly
See,
of cherries.
Isn't Food just a nice guy?
Yes, he is.
Yep, yeah.
All right, so what was that, Anthony?
Jinx starts focusing on her right arm.
While this is happening, I'm gonna go take my dog out real quick, so I'll be back.
All right, and you are converting the 3 charges that are currently on it?
Yep.
All right, those 3 strange runes on the top of your arm that originally glowed faintly slowly wisp out. You feel an intense warmth bloom in your chest. As this energy is made manifest for you to use how you wish.
Oh God.
Fuck.
What are you doing with these charges?
I am putting them towards my level 3 spell slot, so now I'm getting back my level 3 spell that I used.
Where you are utilizing a feature of your class to do this, though, right?
What? No, I'm using the...
Oh, wait.
It literally says these charges can be converted into equivalent strength or number of spell
He,
slots.
It's a feature of your class, right?
He crossed
Captures the
over.
character.
He crossed over Aurelia's arcane recovery with your arm, which basically does the same thing.
Freudian slip.
Yeah, then that is what I am doing.
Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of, arcane recovery is getting me back one of my level 3 slots.
Yep. All right. And I will say, Jinx, as you use that, you feel a cold tingle in the back of your skull.
Actually, before I do that, I see Aurelia do that, and Jinx goes, good idea. And then does the same thing.
You just see Aurelia focus slightly, and you try and do the same, and that happens.
How does that work?
Okay.
Aurelia
Aurelia,
is the confuse.
All right, so I will say you all spent about an hour doing that short rest as Aurelia has been researching and basically combing over the information in her brain. All to basically taking a 20 for the exchange for the time, and it finally clicks. Beholder.
Yep. Because beholders see themselves as the center of the universe, of course, and we've been seeing them everywhere, and it's in the language of anything that's made by H.P. Lovecraft. Not my word. My words, not Aurelia's. But yeah,
What's gonna really bother Foo is like he literally said that, and then we were like, "Let me take a short break. I'll solve this." And Foo's gonna be like, "But I thought, but I already." Because he was just like, "We fought a beholder. Should be a beholder."
Well, we'll just say that.
So Foo's just gonna be grumpy. That's gonna be
fair enough. Okay.
All right, so you now know it's likely a beholder as the answer to this riddle. You know that information. How do you wish to present it?
Okay, Jinx, Jinx, say beholder to that funny set of squiggles on the wall in that weird language you were using.
She just screeches out, "Beholder."
Yeah, it's a very weird, like this weird whistling, groaning sound, and the
deep speech,
green runic markings glow brightly and then fade, and the wall slowly disintegrates. It doesn't just lower; it just disintegrates.
What disintegrates?
The wall itself with the placard. It all just disintegrates.
Okay.
Jinx goes, "I win."
And opens up this room.
Okay. But we have to walk over the pressure plate,
which is still active.
But Uncle...
Okay, so...
Uncle fix it.
Hold on. While that's going on, we're going to pull Jinx back. Foo is going to guide Jinx back to the rest of the group. Ask Ankel to disarm the trap without getting anywhere near the water so that the big aqua, because fucking hell, Tony, can't hit us. Can't hit you. So doing it from these are Foo's instructions.
All right.
Just imagine that I said that to the characters in Foo's voice.
Okay, so Carson, pretty much the same thing as when you unlocked the door. Since you're using your thieves' tools, those can also disarm traps. You're probably using dexterity because it looks like it's an actual physical mechanism. So, same roll as you did last time.
1d20 plus 11.
Yeah. 15. Okay.
Yeah, I think you're okay. 28.
As you go to work, it's hardly an issue. You really lift over the pressure plate, deactivate the spring mechanism that activates it, and it just sinks into the floor, completely disarmed.
And disarmed.
Well done, buddy. All right, same filing as before.
Yeet.
Uncle up front, me behind.
Same as the first.
All right.
What the little one said.
All right. So quick, because it's new room. Roll investigation.
All right, what do you invest?
Both of us are rolling investigation because we're good to have one being the backup
Okay.
for the other.
Yeah, I'll say.
Well, okay. Is it we both roll, or could he have advantage?
I was just about to say you both can roll, or one of you can give the other advantage.
Which would you prefer, Carson?
I have a +1 in investigation.
I have a +4 in investigation.
Okay. So I would say we both roll and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Okay.
Now it's either you both roll or one of you gives the other advantage. So you're both independently rolling.
Is that what you prefer, or would you prefer to give me advantage?
I'll just give you advantage.
Okay.
Okay.
So I just roll 2.
And take the highest. So roll it with
Okay.
your modifiers and then just take the highest value.
Okay, 11 plus. Oh, geez, I didn't mean to do it. 11 plus 4 is 16. Yeah, so it's not 22. Yeah.
You look around and nothing actually sticks out initially. You do see a faint glow on the center of the room, right around here,
Okay.
right beneath what looks to be a scorch mark.
Let's avoid that little area right there.
There's a scorch mark, right? It's the whole thing is glowing across the entire floor, or just the area that's cracked?
In fact, why don't we go ahead and pull this to the front?
Okay.
Yep. And of course, that's not gonna let me do that. Oh shoot! You all could see that, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Well, that's the range in which the glyph itself is actually glowing.
Okay.
Balls.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't want to say anything because like I didn't know if like maybe I was on a certain layer that other people weren't. So I'm like,
No. I just that was the big reason why we were like check for traps, because we saw that box.
Okay, so you see a glyph. It is faintly glowing underneath a very blatant scorch mark.
Okay, so it's a glyph. It's not a pressure plate the size of the rectangle.
Yeah, nothing physical is up and elevated. Nothing that you can see would be a physical trigger. There's just this glowing glyph that
Okay,
seems to be the size.
so-
of that rectangle.
A glowing glyph the size of that rectangle.
Yeah, it's a very large rectangular glyph of sorts.
Is this the unfortunate?
Uncle's gonna move up to it slowly. He's gonna pull out an arrow and poke it.
Poke the glyph, or just poke the.
Okay.
Poke the glyph.
Okay.
All right. You poke the glyph. It suddenly swells with intense light, and you see from the glyph these pillars of fire quickly descending upwards and then suddenly downwards once more.
Aha!
It doesn't hurt you, but you feel the heat right against your face.
neat.
But how well? But how's the arrow doing?
The arrow
Aurelia!
is
Aurelia!
effectively ruined.
Yeah, so I gotta lose an arrow. Damn it.
No arrow.
I'm just gonna. Uncle's just gonna do that and then turn everyone and says.
It's just a regular arrow. It's not like it's space sword or boomerang.
So Uncle
You're-
slowly turns to everyone and says, "All right, I think I disarmed it."
Aurelia! Aurelia!
Yes.
We have magic traps. Might need your help. Can you dispel magic?
Maybe? Not
That
exactly
you
sure
don't
with
sound
my
very
current
confident.
setup. Question 1, is the magic still active?
Yes.
You can make another intelligence check to look for it, but right now nothing does seem immediately visible.
Wouldn't it be Arcana instead of Intelligence?
Nope.
No, because I don't have Arcana. It'd have to be Intelligence if I'm looking back, because...
I've got my rolls planned out. It would have to be an intelligence check in order to try to find it, like an investigation check.
So it's just a roll... Oh, an investigation check?
Yeah, because investigation pulls off intelligence, essentially.
Oh, this is
Okay,
happening.
well,
Uncle just kind of
I
takes off
should
his
have better
hat and
worded
starts
that.
So can
fanning
I
his
just...
face.
So do I do just another investigation?
You can.
Okay. I have no fucking idea.
Yep. Everything seems fine. Seems to really
I
be
mean-
being an issue.
Seems fine, but I don't trust it because it's magic and
Magic is scary.
Magic is scary.
Okay.
Am I gonna have to eventually be the dispel magic monkey? I don't.
I mean, unless, hold
I'm
on.
the lockpick monkey. You can't say shit.
Yeah.
Luna, do you have a way to dispel magic?
At the moment, no.
I asked Luna.
I believe so. Yes.
Okay, good.
You see the faint glow of the rune return to the floor once more. It
All
has
right.
effectively
If we're
reset.
trying to investigate this way, we'll need to get past this trap, and it is a magical trap. So, if any of you
I don't
could
wanna keep-
dispel said trap, I don't want to walk into fire, and I don't imagine anyone else here does too.
I don't want to keep
Maybe-
losing arrows.
Maybe Jinx, but the rest of us not so much.
I can
Like
do
a
this.
Do you have the spell magic?
Jinx tosses a dagger into the glyph again.
Oh my God.
It once again is enveloped in flame and fades once more. The dagger is ruined.
Sweet.
Uncle.
What?
push her.
All right. Does Uncle see? Does Uncle see what Jinx does?
I'm just kind of watching.
No. Did you see right now what Jinx just did?
Yeah,
Where
It's
is
really
Jinx?
obvious.
on the other side.
You
It's-
all realize the sudden gout of fire that just came into life again.
Yes. And then Jinx walked across. And then it didn't happen immediately again. Does Uncle react to that?
Uncle's just like, why didn't I think of that? What?
Fire. It's my. I'm good at it.
You all get the feeling this is a time-based resetting mechanism.
Fuck. I was hoping him. I was hoping for Uncle to be the one to say the go now, but it
Okay.
didn't happen.
No,
I'll
he's like,
say
Who
that-
went?
Yeah, I'll
That's
say for the sake of brevity, everyone had the sense to quickly connect the dots and GTFO out of dodge.
why did
Okay,
I
so
think of
now
that?
what's
Why am
fucking
I an
up
idiot?
further?
Jinx is amazing.
Aurelia just turns to Jinx like, how did you know that?
Yeah.
Because I'm good at fire.
No. We're not giving you credit.
You're drunk.
know,
You're not
hey.
supposed to be this smart.
Okay, I once again, Uncle's up. Fu is behind.
Uncle Fu.
Jinx, get behind,
Luna.
get behind Luna.
I'm gonna hug the wall, just so
Careful.
I wanna investigate.
I mean, it
Just-
looked kind of lonely.
I'm just investigating for just.
Yeah, everyone stay still really quick.
The wall looked
Yes.
lonely. It needed a hug.
Okay, I'm just gonna make a copy of you two off to the side of you also, so I can remember the marching order.
Order.
Yep. All right. Beep. Okay, you come out to a hall. It ends and curves off to the right.
All right, I wanna go
Peek
to the
around the
corner,
corner.
look in, and make an.
Peek around the corner.
That's what I'm doing.
Are you peeking?
I'm peeking. Do I need to do perception?
Peeking dog.
If you want to do a perception to look for something specific, perception roll, yes, you can. If you want to look for something specific, it'd be an investigation, and I would need to know what you're looking for.
Okay,
Yeah,
I just need to
yeah,
see what's around the corner. So
Hold on, Richie. You talked over Carson. What was that?
I just need to see what's around the corner.
Okay, roll a perception check.
Dude, your fucking rolls have been on point today.
I know. I've been lucky.
You look around the corner, and it seems to be a normal hallway. You do see turn off to this way, what looks to be down into some other passageway, and then what looks to be a turn off larger room over here.
All right, immediately checking for traps
And
for
then
any
turn
kind of
off here.
pressure plate.
Okay, so you're checking for traps.
Investigation.
All right,
Yep.
so you're checking traps along the entire hallway.
Just any kind of elevated thing like a pressure plate, anything that could set something off.
Okay, so I'm
Fu
gonna
is
say-
going to help with this by doing one himself.
Okay, so Fu's going to do an investigation check, and Uncle is doing an investigation check as well. Correct?
Yes, yes. No advantage this time. We're both just doing investigation checks.
Okay, both of you roll.
13. 17.
Yeah, 17.
You both look, and you don't see anything that would indicate a trap.
Teamwork.
Hell yeah.
All right, so we will continue our marching order down this hall.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. I want to roll perception, see what's down this way.
I'll say you don't even really have to roll. You just see a door.
A door. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Is it locked?
It is definitely locked.
Is it an ugly door?
It's
I
not
found a
pretty.
door. Do we want me to try to open it?
Is it adorable?
God damn it.
You can can certainly try to open it.
All right, I'm gonna fucking try to open the door.
Lockpick with thieves' tools.
It rattles against its frame and does not open.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
You want to
Knock
try to
on it.
lockpick it?
Yeah, I was gonna go for a lockpick.
Okay.
Before he does that, Fu just goes,
A metal metallic ring rings through the air.
Okay, I just figured, you know, sometimes if you knock, doors open.
All right, so is it
Sometimes being polite is a good
Is it
thing.
a plus 11 again, or?
Yeah.
Man, this double proficiency thing is amazing.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, double proficiency is effectively what you do when you don't want to deal with a part of the game, and it's just, I win.
Why don't I put that in my disguise kit? Jesus.
Because Disguise Kit is not an option for
Right.
double proficiency for Rogue.
Okay. You insert your tools, and it quickly unlocks with a deftness that you've gotten used to.
Oh boy. All right. I'm gonna
Opens
roll
up.
perception to see what's in there.
Oop.
That's going to be this entire episode. Unlock
Yes.
door, look inside.
There's a chest.
Check for traps, make sure it's not a
Yes.
mimic.
No,
Open it, Uncle.
remember how we did it
You
last
don't
time.
know that it's in there. You don't know that it's
Remember
in
how
there.
we did this last time. Aurelia has
Hold on,
Mage
hold on.
Hand.
I'm fucking shooting an arrow at it.
Okay.
Hold on,
Yeah,
hold on.
hold up,
Oh
hold
no,
up.
I was gonna. Yeah, that's fine. Throw your arrow. I was gonna throw my axe.
Well, hold up, guys. Aurelia
Yeah.
has mage hand.
Yeah, we're not gonna waste a spell.
No,
Mage
it's a
Hand is a cantrip. I have infinite Mage Hand.
cantrip.
All right.
Well then go for it. Go for it.
So, like last time, Aurelia pops up a Mage Hand, and I'm gonna open the chest.
Okay. Mage hand floats forward, grips the handle on the chest. Tries to
There's my
lift it,
hand.
and it does not open. It is firmly locked.
Fuck.
So it's not a
Fu-
mimic.
Fu summons his unseen servant Gary, and
All right. I'm gonna get closer to it. So it's not a mimic, right? We can confirm this.
If it was a mimic, you do understand that mimics would essentially react to something touching them.
which
Mage
would
hand-
Mage Hand would have done. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I'm checking for traps.
Investigation check.
Would you like some help?
Yes, I would.
Okay. Would you like advantage or would you like me to roll?
Advantage.
Okay, roll with advantage.
How would my advantage be? Would that be
Just
a 4?
roll 2d20 and take the highest value.
Okay.
Or you can do that for the fancy way.
2d20 plus 1. 2d21. Jesus
What the
Christ!
hell?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Just roll 2d20.
Yeah, just do it the normal way.
You forgot the D before the 1.
Oh.
So you roll two 200 one-sided die.
Oh.
Impressive.
That's actually really low for 201 sides.
Yeah, that's
All
what
right,
I'm saying.
2d20. 14.
There we go. 16.
16 with his...
Plus what? Plus what? What is your investigation? You said plus 1?
Plus
It's
1.
plus a,
17. Okay, so his roll was 17.
yep, you see a rope mechanism attached to the lid that would have snapped and activated some kind of trap.
Let's disarm it.
Yep, you definitely I'll say you're able to just simply cut the rope. And the current trap you saw is currently deactivated.
Sweet.
All right, let's open this chest. Do I need to lockpick it, or can I just open it? No.
I'll say that you can just simply open it with how your rolls have
Alright.
been. Yeah.
I was
Let's
like,
go-
at
let's
this
open
point, can we just be like, he uses his thieves' tools? He opened it.
I won't do that for everything, mind you, but all right. So you open the chest and it is filled to the brim with gold coins.
Sweet. Everybody.
How deep is the
we're
chest?
rich.
It's the average size of a chest, so and forgive me, I'm not really up to the dimensions of a normal chest.
How
That's a
many
lot of
How
gold
much
coins.
gold? How much gold though? It's just essentially,
You
'cause-
get the feeling it's a lot of gold. To get the actual amount, you'd have to actually, count it in specifically. No, you don't.
Wait.
You can't count all that at a single glance.
Wait, Uncle saw mimics as gold earlier. So,
Oh, right.
Mage
Stab the gold.
hand.
Mage hand.
Okay, Mage Hand is gonna go balls deep into the gold.
Didn't make hands had balls. Okay, so you both back
Pretty
up. and up
gutsy if it's a mimic, so I'd say
Yeah,
it's
we're
pretty ballsy.
backing
You
away.
both back up. I'm assuming. Does food back up as well?
He readies an axe just in case.
Okay, so just
Uncle backs up because he doesn't like mimics.
So as the mage hand plunges into the gold, you see it stir, and a familiar growling, chittering sound fills the air.
Fuck.
As the gold springs forward, and two familiar swarms of tiny, metallic, pretty much metallic circles with teeth. Search
Let me just say, Uncle would have jumped into that chest if he hadn't remembered that he's seen gold mimics.
Oh,
Oh,
it would've
that
been
would've
great
been
if he had
horrible.
Just jumped in there.
Jinx just yells, "Run and close the door!"
Okay.
That's a great idea. Just leave.
Yeah, they've currently jumped out, and they're ready to strike.
Run
What
and
do
close
you want
the
to do?
door.
So we just straight out yell, "Hey, Jinx! We found stuff for you to set on fire!"
I will say this is a time-sensitive action, so I need your actions now.
I'm fucking getting out of there. I don't want to deal with mimics.
I'm attacking.
Who is attacking? Ankel?
Okay, fine. Then Uncle's just gonna fucking stay then. Jesus.
No,
Ankel's
you
gonna
don't have
stay-
to. You don't have to. You can leave.
Ankel is staying and doing what?
Attacking.
Okay.
With
Both
my-
attacking. Let's roll initiative.
All right, Jinx, Aurelia.
Using
say
my
this
short
is-
sword.
Well,
I'll say this
given
is
the
a-
fact that I'm not
Jinx
going
shut
to
the door, so we're basically done. We're by ourselves.
given the fact that I'm not going to abandon the teammates, I'll be in the initiative roll if I can think of anything to do, but I can't see them, nor do I have any non-destructive spells that won't nuke these guys. Maybe I can magic missile in there.
But yeah, so for those not in the room, you hear this metallic clank and this small chipping.
Great.
A very familiar sound to those who have fought these creatures before.
Fuck. Which is all
I need
of
everyone
us.
to roll initiative.
What? Okay, what be? Oh, +2.
From what I remember, they really...
Oh, damn it.
Damn it! I thought I had a good roll, and then you son of a bitch.
That's Lief.
Lief is a deer, and deer are very spry and deery.
Oh, no. I thought, for a second, I thought that was the fucking mimics.
Oh no.
I was all excited, then you dashed my hopes.
And then you dashed my hopes by making me think the mimics were rolling a 24 for initiative.
Ooh, not too good.
Hopefully it's higher than 0.
I have a short sword.
that's
Don't
higher
worry, I
than
can do
0.
this.
That's fine.
And ooh,
He opened another chest and found mimics. It was like,
It didn't get me though.
Wow.
If you don't shut your mouth, he's gonna turn the chest into a mimic that they were hiding in.
a Tarask suddenly explodes forth from the chest.
Fuck.
we can take it. Close the door. Close the door.
If it's small enough to fit in a
Jinx is
chest,
just gonna close the door like they're having fun in there.
if
Tarask
a
is like,
simple
you
minded
son of a bitch.
a
Yeah,
Tarask is
simple-minded
big enough to
Jinx is-
go ahead.
It's a mini Tarask. As simple-minded as Jinx is, she wouldn't be that cool-hearted.
Yeah,
she would.
I was gonna say, like, how
She would.
big is this Tarask if it fits in the
okay,
chest?
first of all, this is drunk Jinx. This is drunk Jinx. You don't know what she'd do.
Yeah, I'm still.
I
saying
don't know
there's
what
no
you
way-
do normally.
There's no way
Here's
that
the
you
thing,
have an
here's the
alignment
thing,
shift that
you-
extreme into evil.
No,
Okay.
drunk Jinx doesn't have morals.
This
Well,
is the
we
great.
will
This is the
discuss
great thing
morals,
about being. This is the great thing about being chaotic neutral.
I mean,
Well,
normal Jinx doesn't have morals.
Drunk Jinx, even more so.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so Aurelia, hearing the commotion, runs over into the doorway and not really sure about the confined spaces, knocks an arrow and pulls back his bow and basically prepares an attack action on the nearest thing that he deems is an enemy and hostile.
Or alternatively, again, because I know you're not used to the character, alternatively, you could do piercing arrow.
I am very
how
confident
would
Leaf
Leaf know where
cannot
they
see
are?
into the room to know where to shoot.
Yeah, Leaf would not be able to know where any enemy is. She just hears clattering, tinkling, and then these little tiny gnawing sounds. So, all right, Jinx, your turn.
Huh.
You
Jinx,
just
is,
hear
Jinx is
jingling
tired of the
and gnawing.
Jinx is tired of the campaign and shoots fireball at her feet.
Whoa. No.
Oh
No,
wait,
no.
I didn't enter food, so
Oh, where's food in the? Yeah.
I'm 21, bro.
Yep, you are correct.
well, at least you can drink.
You're old enough to drink.
All right, Fu. What
My
you want?
turn order certainly is.
Yeah. All right.
What
I
the
will
fuck
say
I was
since you,
fixing to say? I'm up next.
I will say since you basically prepared an action to attack, roll for an attack right now just to get that out of the way, and then we'll enter into your normal turn.
Oh, into my okay. So
Yeah,
I'm getting one
free
free
attack.
attack action.
Yeah.
You prepared an attack for anything that came out.
18.
Yeah, that hits. Roll for damage.
Okay.
Hit it multiple times.
If I
Hit it
remember,
multiple times.
if I remember, these things hate fire.
Yeah. And what is my fire? Okay, that's 14, and then D6.
Yeah, d6 fire.
Just a regular
Just
D6 fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just straight 1d6 because it's in chain.
God damn it, one.
Well, you smack into them, and the blade crushes a few of them, and the fire seems to immolate a good amount more. They're not
Okay.
quite down yet.
But I have 2 attacks just regularly, whether I'm
Yeah.
raged
Okay,
or not
you've got
raged.
two
Now,
more
yeah.
attacks as well.
Now your
Okay, so
regular
now
turn
now I
starts.
have I take my attack actions.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, first one is 17,
That hits.
and then my second is a 19.
Okay, hold on. What you are, how many attacks are you pumping it? Are you pumping it into this one, or are you pumping it into red? There's 2 swarms right now, and you can see both of them.
the one closest to the chest.
Okay, so yeah, you're swinging that.
The
into
not
this.
red. The not
Those, yeah,
red.
it's-
All of them went into that. All of them went into orange. Is what I'm saying.
Damn it.
So the damage from before went into orange, and the damage
Yeah.
that I'm doing right now went into orange.
All right, so roll your damage for both.
Okay, so D6, or I'm sorry, no, D12
D12.
plus 4.
Yep, and then the d6, and then roll again
Okay.
for that damage.
D12 plus 4. Let's get those 2 out of the way. 6 and. Okay, so 6 and 13 so far. So that's 19 in total for just straight damage. Jesus.
All right, and roll
Okay,
1d4.
and then 1, 2. Yes, 5, and then 7 on top of that for
So-
fire.
The first
So
attack
that
is
is-
effectively 10. The second attack is effectively 16 combined damage. You hack and chop away at this, and after your furious hack and slash, there's nothing more as these soft little whimpers and screeches are all that remain of a now vaporized pile of coin mix.
So there's nothing in the chest. This was all a trap.
These 2 mimic swarms came out. You have no idea what else might be in the chest because these things attacked you.
Okay, so
yeah, the only
There's
reason
one down. I killed one.
good.
All right, do you want to move?
Oh,
Do you wanna do anything
yeah.
else?
I'm
Record
gonna
time.
move. I'm gonna move up here and make.
What's up here?
I'm gonna move right
Okay.
there. Yeah. That way there's room for people to walk by Ankel if they want to walk by Ankel and see what the fuck is happening in
Yeah.
here.
So I will say, for anybody who is not in the room already and seen this, you have to be effectively where Ankel is to identify the enemy and know where they are. Anything else that requires an attack is going to be a disadvantage.
But
Because right now it's really obvious, it's been conveyed where the enemies are.
oh, magic missile is a creature that you can see. I
Yeah.
was hoping to cheat with magic missile, but no, I have to see them.
Sorry, so do I need to roll anything to get past Uncle?
No, you can pass through a friendly creature space, no problem. It's when there's enemies there that you can't.
Okay.
Yeah, and besides, Uncle's tiny.
Hey.
I say
It's
that
true.
because you have a feature for that.
Compact. All right, so what is Jinx doing?
Jinx holds her hand with thumbs touching and fingers spread, and proceeds to cast Burning Hands
Okay.
using her staff.
Okay.
All right.
How much damage am I about to take?
None.
Oh.
It's a 15-foot cone starting this way. So,
Oh, okay, cool.
yeah.
Fair enough. Magic is weird like that it doesn't rebound off of walls. Thankfully.
Well, I mean, it shouldn't rebound off. Fire shouldn't rebound off a stone wall anyway.
I'm not
Magic
using-
logic aside.
Okay, so Burning Hands, and it's a level 1 spell. So
A DC 15 what saving throw?
Probably dexterity. I'll fix that macro after this. After we're done.
Dexterity, yes.
That is a 5. Nope. Full damage.
Okay, and
Burn
magic
those motherfuckers.
Wild Magic Surge does not go off.
Nice.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be bad?
Fire impacts with a swarm, and you see the good majority of it quickly incinerate, leaving roughly only a quarter of it remaining.
By the way, it's been just out of curiosity. It has been more than 10 minutes, correct? But
Yes.
It's been over an hour, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm using the rest of my movement to back up.
Okay. All
Cool.
right. Is that it? All right, Aurelia.
Or
Just stay there. We got this.
Yeah, really can't see shit.
You just hear Uncle shouting, "Just stay there. We got this."
You got this? You're okay? Understood. Aurelia uses Mage Hand to give Ankel a high five. Uncle's turn.
you got
I'm helping.
I will say,
Dragon.
Uncle, you're effectively being aided in combat. So
Wait,
you can
really?
Attack with advantage. Why not?
Hey.
I'm fucking running up on that thing using my short sword to stab it.
Fills you with confidence.
Hell yeah.
I'm barred now, boys.
Bardic
Roll.
inspiration from Elliot.
I'm fucking
Aurelia.
running up on this thing with my short sword and stabbing it for
Alright.
even thinking that it can pass off as money.
Make an attack with advantage.
Hell
Right.
yeah.
Bard 5, level 5 plus 3 rogue.
Yeah, that hits. Roll for damage.
Sadly, no crit. Short sword.
I mean, actually, roll for sneak attack too, because there's an enemy within 5. There's an ally within 5
yeah.
feet of the enemy.
Oh yeah,
Take all the damage.
16 damage.
All right, you hack and slash, and as opposed to vaporizing, you manage to slash and stab every remaining mimic coin until they are all effectively dead and twitching or motionless on the ground.
Aha.
And with that, the current threat aside, we're all once again so
The
far as you know.
best.
Okay,
that-
so Fu glances back in the chest. Is there anything in there?
Yes, there is a much smaller amount of gold laying in the chest.
Damn it.
Sweet, we collect the gold.
All right, you all have effectively 50 gold that you found.
In total,
Oh.
50 gold.
Uncle,
Okay.
Uncle raises his hand up for food to give a high five.
Give it a high five to Uncle.
Aurelia's
We killed
mage.
the shit out of it.
Aurelia's
Hell
mage
yeah,
hand is just floating there wanting to join in, but just get leaves hanging.
No, he on his way by, Fu high fives the mage hand.
Hey,
A good satisfying.
Too
I
short.
did nothing.
Walks back out and gives 10 gold to Luna.
This
Okay.
this should help. This should help with your shop.
Oh, thank you very much. I
Yep, yep.
apologies, it wasn't too much help. But what was in there? I've heard a lot of nasty.
Gold. Fake
Gold and then mimic gold. Best way to describe that, I think.
Oh, like what we encountered earlier in the dungeon.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you do recall.
Let me be
encountered
honest.
3
If we hadn't
swarms of
encountered that, or we hadn't encountered those things earlier, I probably would have jumped in the chest and probably would have died.
There would have been a lot of damage.
I would have pulled you out. You wouldn't have been dead, but I would have laughed pretty hard.
All right, so
Let's just continue on.
remaining here, you've got what looks to be a space that continues off in this direction, and then the 2 areas that turn
Perception rolls.
Perception.
off. Alrighty, you can
Moving
each roll
back
a divi-
to D20. Yeah, we're each rolling again.
Okay.
Good thing I have a +6 in perception.
Roll.
Disable. Hold on.
22 for Uncle. 9.
Jesus, 9 for me.
So, Fu, yeah, don't see much, but Uncle. see
God
what looks
damn
to
it.
be, 5 chests. Rather nasty.
Oh
looking
God,
blood
no!
around.
Not another beholder.
And similar to the room before, a stone beholder. again,
How
full
many
stone.
eye stalks?
9.
Fuck.
There's 1 missing from the normal 10 as so far that you know.
I look over at Aurelia. So,
It has
We
9.
got we got a
it's only got
situation.
9. This one's definitely alive. This one's alive.
Do we want to send the floof over there? Or should I shoot it with an arrow?
Well, why?
Shoot it with an arrow. Be bold.
Wait, okay, hold on. From what I see, does it still look very statuesque?
It looks to be a solid stone. Unless you do something to interact with it or actually analyze it, it looks like stone from here.
Okay, I'm going to do the stupid thing and walk forward to where the blood pile is. The bloody ground stuff.
Okay.
walk to one of the chests. I'm not going to touch it, but I'm going to walk up to where one of the chests is.
You walk.
I
forward.
will, as I'm doing this, I'm telling everybody to be ready so that everybody's kind of prepared,
Okay.
just in case. So you would say that they're making a ready actions as I'm walking up, and
knocking back an arrow.
Yeah, I've got my axe out. I'm not doing this casually. We're taking this like this time. I'm gonna be the guy that gets the damage from springing the trap, but I'll gladly be that. Okay,
Meat shield.
please continue.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
the meat shield.
before we do this, who wants to ready what, if anything at all? I will say Lief is
I'm
ready.
writing an arrow.
I would like to rage.
Okay, so this is in the interim.
I would like
Lief
to
is knocking an
rage.
arrow. Luna is preparing a firebolt.
I'm readying wall of fire to face that way.
Ooh.
Okay.
Damn.
And Aurelia is readying firebolt. Darkon, where is Aurelia in all this? Because she is currently still in the hallway.
Well, you asked what she was doing.
I apologize.
So I don't know what she'd see, but she's kind of behind everyone. And if she sees a clear shot, she'll take it.
I'll say you can see over Jinx's shoulder. You can roughly see the stone holder. Okay, so as you walk forward, a large section beneath you on the floor descends. And you see in the beholder statue before you a series of glowing lights as the eye stalks, all pointing forward, start to glow.
Jesus Christ.
Rip.
Right.
Another fight, boys.
Hold up.
Well, this is going to be a lovely TPK.
I'm not that evil.
Yes, you
I
are.
wouldn't kill you all just yet. I'm going to wait till you're level 10 and actually take a hit. All right, so only 9 though. So that is okay. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Me?
Yes.
Okay, Dex. Okay. Are you serious?
And luck.
If I recall,
add
10?
2 to
Wait.
that.
Add 2 to that? Add 2 to what? Oh,
You're not.
if I recall,
so 11.
If I
Hold
recall,
on.
Danger Sense isn't a wacky spider sense thing. Isn't Danger Sense you have advantage on dexterity saves that you can see? I'm very
On
confident you can
things
see
that
the
you
beams
can
coming.
see. Yes, that would work on this.
So
Okay.
Roll again is what that means. Fuck, I tried.
Okay, well, you have an 11.
All
it's
right.
18 and it's stuck on my end. The dice thing is, by the way.
Yeah,
Just-
Yeah.
Is it sitting there for everybody else?
it is.
Yeah. It looks
The
like mine.
the graphic is just a graphic to be a graphic. You have
Yeah, so it entered in chat. So with that, a ray rings out and strikes you square in the stomach, and you immediately feel a wave of slothish lethargy wash over your entire body. You've been struck by a
God.
slowing ray. Your speed is halved for 1 minute, and you cannot take reactions.
So for 6 rounds, I can only move 20 feet.
If there is an encounter, that is correct. And you can repeat the save on every one of your turns.
So this thing came to life.
It
zapped
stormed
you.
the statue. And another of the eyes glows. That is...
Don't be me. Don't be me. Don't be me.
Okay.
Wait, hang on a second. Okay, these were saves, right? That I was rolling for saves, dex save.
Yeah.
It was the dex save that you were
Okay,
rolling
okay,
in.
I was looking at the right thing. I was just making sure.
Okay. All right, and that is a 5. Okay, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh God. Constitution. Oh
Hey, you're
Jesus. A
barbarian.
Constitution save?
Yes, Constitution saving throw.
Ha!
There you go.
20.
You definitely make it. Okay, and
You're gonna
that is going to
flex
be...
You're gonna
20
flex
plus 7, so 27. Yeah, that was beautiful, baby.
And similar to the zombie beholder that you saw, this black ray, kind of bordered in white, comes forward and smacks you square in the shoulder, and you take.
I don't have anything against necrotic when I'm raging, so I'm taking straight damage, right?
Oh, you take 24 necrotic damage.
Whoa! Even after a save like that?
It was 48 necrotic damage by default. Halved is 24. That was
Mr.
a very good damage roll.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
No.
Well, good thing it wasn't a disintegration ray. With that, the eyes on the statue slowly fade.
what was my thing again? 59 or no wait, it was 69
Your
that I
health
had.
was 69, so subtract 24 from that.
45.
And with that, the eyes on the eye stalks that were initially glowing faintly fall dull, and they no longer are glowing.
All right. So I'm gonna roll to check for any kind of pressure plate traps to see that anything, if that's what set it off, or if that thing is really alive.
All right, you can make an investigation check.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. Would I have noticed if I'd stepped on a pressure plate?
You felt the floor beneath you descend, and basically something clicked.
Oh, so I did set off a trap. Okay.
Yeah.
I rolled
Six,
a
you do not notice any traps currently.
Knowing that, I would do an investigation. That chest just moved.
That was my mistake. That was my mistake.
It's totally a mimic. Kill it.
Okay.
That would be the theme of this dungeon.
Okay,
Holy
so
shit.
that, yeah. Okay, so now I'm checking for traps because, dummy me.
You do not notice. You do not find any traps along the walls or floor.
Except for the one I was just standing on.
Yeah, you notice that basically. I will actually pull it up so that you all can see. And that was how large the pressure plate activation area was.
Jesus Christ!
Yes, it's a very large pressure plate area.
Okay.
Good news, bad news. Bad
All right.
news. Bad news. I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. But good news. I already set off the trap, so you guys can walk this way now.
You have
You
a good
gonna be
idea
okay?
of, what caused
No.
that blood splatter beneath you now.
Huh? What?
There's a large blood splatter beneath you. You have a good feeling of what caused that now.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and
Better news. Not dead.
I'm gonna take an arrow. Well, I'm gonna take my sword actually and hit the chest right by Fu.
Okay. You smack the chest by Fu, nothing happens.
All right. I'm gonna
Sweet.
check for I'm gonna check it for traps.
Okay, for brevity's sake,
Let's just say that he's doing this for all the different chests now.
yeah, I'll let's just say that you strike all the chests one by one to test them. None of them react. And with your investigation check the room for traps, you didn't find that any of the chests themselves were trapped either.
All right.
So yeah, the trap was the beholder thing.
Are they locked?
They currently all seem to be unlocked.
All right, mage hand. Let's have a mage hand try to open one.
Fucking mage hand opens them all. What's in them?
They all open with little issue, and inside all you see a decent amount of gold and various coins. Not as much as the initial chest that you saw that had the swarms in it.
Yeah.
Well-
Mage hand. Fu will instruct Aurelia to use Mage Hand to grasp the coins.
Okay.
None of the coins jump to life if that is in case what is done.
Yes. Okay.
The coins have
So-
received their colonoscopy. We're good.
We gather up the coins.
Okay. You all find 6,000 silver pieces.
Jesus.
I give five.
And-
All right. We give about 500 silver to Luna.
Okay. I'll say just for revity's sake, this is stored in the bag of holding. I'm assuming, right?
Okay. Yeah. We'll divvy it out later.
I was,
We'll say
I
that's
was,
just done
I
after
was gonna say, like, we're talking about an immense amount of physical mass here.
Yeah. Luna looks at that and says, I don't think I have anything that can carry that much coin. Thank you, though.
We got a bag.
We got a bag. We'll
Put it
divvy
in
it
the
out later.
bag.
And then we put it in the bag of holding.
All
I
right,
like how that's our good thing. We got a bag.
We got
Yeah,
a
so
bag.
you
Hey,
found-
little buddy, you check that side. I'll check this side.
Okay.
All right, so you found 6,000 silver pieces, 500 gold pieces.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
We're rich, bitch.
And you similarly find 2 potions of healing.
Yes, I need one of those. Regular healing?
Regular healing. I will say if
okay,
it's greater. or
down.
superior.
I'm downing one of those right the heck now.
All right.
Nobody
roll-
minds if I take one, right?
No.
Roll a 2d4 plus 2 for the normal potion. of healing.
2d4 plus 2.
It's assumed unless specifically said, Darkon, that this is being stored in the bag of holding that Fu has.
Hey, sweet 7. Ha ha
But
ha.
yeah, I typed that before I realized we had a bag of holding.
Yeah, y'all still have a bag of holding from Malados way back in Bexley.
Good.
All right.
We're gonna have to get that back at some point. I hope not.
No, he gave it to you as payment for a deed that you had all done.
Thank
He didn't
God.
have coin, so he gave you a choice from his magical selection.
I feel a little bit better, Mr. Stark.
Okay,
awesome.
and
All right, so
I
me and Fu
just-
are tackling each corridor at the same time.
Yeah, we're doing both corridors at the same time. So investigation. I'm gonna.
I also do want to note you also find one strange potion that you have no idea what it is presently.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get this looked at later. We'll put this away. Yep, in the bag it goes. All right.
19 for my investigation of this hallway.
Okay.
15.
Hey, no.
You both find a doorway.
All right,
Sweet.
cool.
Is it if I try to open it, will it open or is it locked?
You push against the door, it recedes backwards and slowly sinks into the floor.
Cool.
Uncle?
I'm gonna push on my door.
I
Same
make
thing
my way.
happens.
I make my way down and I peek around the corner. I am now doing another roll for peeking around the corner. 18.
You see down the hall and you see what looks to be a branch down to the right and branch down to the left.
Okay, so down to the right, it looks like.
It connects back into the room that you guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It connects back to the room that we were just in. So we'll go up to the left. What's over on the left?
Left is another door.
Okay.
Is it locked?
Anthony, Darkon, you guys want to?
I'm gonna try to open it.
I am
You guys wanna hop back to
assuming
the
that
game?
during moments of not combat, I'm with them.
Okay, fair enough.
Yep. I try to open the door.
And Tony is AFK at the moment.
It opens.
Sweet. I peek
Careful.
inside.
See down
What
the
do I
hall.
see? It's another freaking hallway.
Yes.
Okay. You know what? I'm just saying, screw it. I'm walking down the hallway. If I set off any traps and take damage, then that's what happens.
Make a
Who
dexterity
is at a
save
level of
for
not
the-
give a fuck now?
Next, make a dex save.
Yes.
Fuck.
This isn't anything that you saw, so unfortunately you do not get advantage on it.
7.
All right. and that-
I know my dex is shit.
Okay. You take. Uh, 10 fire damage.
10. Okay.
Similar with the fire trap from before, it's a gout of fire down from the ceiling above.
Okay. 42. Cool. I peek around the corner. What I see?
You peek around the corner and see a dead end.
Okay. Okay. I really can't like. Okay, there we go. It's not technically a dead end. I see another corner. I peek around that corner.
It's pretty much going to be assumed that you peek around the corners and you see a dead end with a chest at it.
Oh,
Okay.
shoot it with an arrow.
Okay, you shoot it with an arrow.
Nothing happens.
Okay. I stand ready just in case. Mage hand.
Darkon,
Does
Mage
it look
hand.
locked or unlocked?
Mage
the
hand.
mage hand passes straight through it.
What? Fuck. Run.
Wait, why? I'm confused.
Nothing happens.
Mage hand passes straight through it.
I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, nothing happens. No, you don't hear any hiss, no
Oh,
clunk.
oh, wait a minute. Was that not a sound effect you pulled off? Was that thunder on your end? I just heard a
thunder on my
boom.
end.
Oh, I thought that was you being like
No.
all grand and epic. Oh, I thought we were dead.
Okay, so
No, it's fine. So we
I
found a
kick it.
chest, and apparently
kick it.
Royce said the mage hand went right through it and scared us.
I kick it.
Your foot goes right through it.
Sweet. Investigation.
What are you doing? What are you looking for?
Can I see through it?
No, it is. It is opaque.
Okay, there's got some kind of weird, not really here chest or something. Can somebody like arcana this or something? I was just gonna do just a basic investigation in the chest, if that's okay.
Jinx, quick, stick your head in it.
Okay.
You know what? I'm not gonna say no.
Much akin to the arrow and much akin to the foot, or much akin to the mage hand and much akin to the foot, your hand passes right through the chest. You feel a faint tickle of a breeze inside.
Jinx sticks her head in the chest.
Oh
Sticking
god.
your head in the chest, you see a rather dark surroundings, but you do see what looks to be a laddered passage going down.
All right, so Jinx just starts crawling onto the ladder. So it appears to everyone that Jinx just start crawling into the damn
Yeah,
thing.
Jinx essentially descends into this chest.
What?
We don't see. No, we see Jinx crawl into the chest. We don't see her descend.
Yeah.
Well,
It's moved. Jinx goes into the
Jinx,
chest and
is everything okay?
Did she?
Yeah, it's fine. It's just a ladder.
Okay, goes down, starts climbing down the ladder.
Well, guys, it's really deep down here.
That's what she said.
Okay, so you all go down the ladder
Yep.
and find yourselves.
We never checked what was over there.
Fuck!
Is that from your end, Anthony?
Yeah.
I hate this dungeon.
Jeez, this, yeah. There's thunderclouds inside the dungeon. Okay, so do you all just
That's what everybody says about every water temple in Zelda.
Do you all descend down the ladder then?
Yes.
I'll follow.
All right, let me just copy and
All right.
paste and get.
While
all the
Royce does that,
tokens.
what you missed, Anthony, was I used Mage Hand on the illusion chest. Royce said the Mage Hand goes through the chest, and then the lightning struck, and I was like, "Oh no! Did we just like set off the final boss or something?"
Yeah, Zeus smites you all.
I thought it was a sound effect that he intentionally played.
No, unfortunately not.
Okay, speaking of intentional sound effects, there
Oh,
it is.
Guys, just a heads up. Lights have flickered a few times, so may lose power. Don't know. Just a heads up in case DM abruptly disappears. Okay.
It's not like we were doing anything important like a D&D game or anything.
Well, it's up to the big guy, above me. So, as you all descend down the ladder,
I told you weren't the real god.
You eventually come to a small room, which enters out into a larger chamber and leads into a series of stairs.
That sounds wonderful. Can we see it? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, you've essentially come down a hidden passage, not the main passage.
Bottom right if people are still looking.
Uncle, check for traps.
Okay.
Now,
I'm
inside
feeling a
this-
little woozy, so I
Okay.
don't want to check. I don't want to be the trap checking guy
You
anymore.
can make an investigation check.
Mage
room,
Hand
it's-
everywhere.
The room itself, and let me guess. Did I?
Ah!
What the hell, dude? The whole room is a trap.
Just
Earthquake.
yeah,
What?
just ignore that.
Earthquake.
That is an
earthquake.
interesting and terrifying notion of layers. I'm gonna think about what's
Okay.
happening.
Carson is Ankel doing an investigation check.
Of course.
Okay.
Am I help? I am assisting with the investigation check on my own, but like yes. I sucked at my investigation check this time. Please do better.
You look around and nothing really seems to be out of order. And in this room, it is much higher than the areas than the spaces that you walked through before coming down to this second level.
Is
I'm
it-
gonna
it is-
perform a new investigation check on these crystals.
Nah, when is it Aurelia's turn? I have a +6 to investigation.
All right, let
I
it
want
go.
to check the
We can-
crystals out.
We can investigate some stuff. Go investigate the water.
Okay.
Fuck
The room
you! I'm checking the crystal. Fuck you.
We're both
Okay.
investigating the crystal.
Okay.
Balls!
Ha ha.
You both investigate the crystal, and it looks roughly similar to the unrefined lyrisite that you had smuggled in unexpectedly by the shady Dane when you had before you entered Artelia.
Shitballs.
This is
Okay.
raw, unprocessed lyrisite that is growing in this room, and
It's growing around the water, which is not
Exactly.
good.
if you want, you can roll an Arcana check regarding lyrisite.
Yeah, you should roll an Arcana check.
Okay.
That's a good Arcana check.
Is this the normals?
This is the Lyrisite normally grows in this fashion, but Lyrisite only naturally grows in areas that are saturated in magical energy, be it divine,
Shit.
arcane.
Well, given the fact that I was almost punched by a water elemental twice.
Okay,
yeah,
hold on a
that
second.
makes sense.
Hold on a second. Hold up a minute. Could y'all hear that thunder?
No.
Yes.
No.
Thought I
I
heard
mean,
something.
I was no. This was thunder coming from my end of things. Like,
It's
okay,
storming
so
everywhere.
I think it's pretty much. Yeah, it's storming here. It's storming at both y'all's places. It's beautiful. Well, I mean, y'all are both in Iowa, so you like if y'all live near each other, y'all get the same weather.
We do. So it's Lyrisite. It grows around naturally, magically dense energies, and these crystal formations do seem to be rather dense and.
Okay, I'm gonna
well-grown.
tell Aurelia to step back, and I'm going to go right up here next to the Lyrisite. Do I activate 2 elementals?
Nothing seems to lunge forward from the water.
I'm going to take out my axe and see if I can mine a little bit of Lyrisite.
Sure. All right. Roll a dexterity roll. Just a straight D20 plus your dexterity modifier to see how careful you can be with this.
Oh, just straight up dex?
Yeah, just a straight dex modifier because it's not
Just
going to be an
straight
attack roll.
dex
It's a
mod.
stationary piece of crystal. It's not going to dodge you. Trust me.
Seriously?
It's an axe. You tried
All right, so that
mining
was
ore with an axe.
I cut my hand off. No.
You rolled a 6.
Yeah, I rolled a 6.
Okay. You strike down into the Lyrisite. You strike right into the center, and a deafening explosion rings through your ears.
Ow!
9 force damage as the crystal cluster explodes violently, sending raw arcane energy out in a 5-foot radius, blasting you back 10 feet. Unrefined Lyrisite is known to be very volatile, and impacts that aren't properly aimed.
No, okay, why am I acting like Jinx today? And why didn't any of you warn me about this?
I was trying to, and then you were just like, I'm gonna whack it with the axe.
I mean, Aurelia did not warn me about this, is what I'm saying. Aurelia could have warned.
Because you went a little too quick for me to go, wait, this is a bad idea.
Okay, my bad. All right.
As soon as you said
So
I
it took
hit it
how
with my
much
axe,
damage?
as soon as I heard you say I hit it with my axe, I'm like, well,
Would
it's
like
too
to
late.
try mining. Hold on. How much damage was it?
You
9.
took 9 force damage.
Okay, so. Well, that was fun.
All right.
Next.
And nothing else pretty much remains. That Lyrisite cluster in question is effectively
Can
shattered.
anybody here mine Lyrisite at
No.
all? Are you good at mining it? Anyone?
Mining Lyrisite generally requires specialized tools, Aurelia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, never mind. I won't be doing that again.
I'm taking. I hate this. I hate this so much. I am. Can we take a short rest? That's what.
Fru's gonna be like, all right. It
You can
looks
take a short
okay
rest
in here.
whenever.
Can we just? I just need to sit down for a moment.
Do you all want to take a short rest?
I'm okay with it.
1d12 plus 4.
New section of the dungeon.
Okay,
Looks
so I'll say
secure.
you all take an hour to rest up. Roll any hit dice modifiers that you want, but everyone's pretty much topped off, save for Jinx, who is missing 1 out of 1 hit point.
I'm missing a shit ton of health.
All right,
Okay,
you're back up to
13.
65. So that puts you to 65.
And 16.
Alright, so yeah, that pretty much just maxes you out.
Okay.
74.
No, dude. After that 9 damage, I'm now up to 62.
You rolled 13 and 16.
13 and 16. Okay.
Yeah.
I am at 63 then.
Alright.
Yeah, because of that 9 damage, I was down in the 40s, dude.
Mm.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah.
So y'all take an hour to rest. You manage to recuperate whatever health that you may have lost. The aches and pains are slightly less.
Okay, there we go.
Still
Now
another
I'm completely healed.
Spoopy looking dungeon.
Okay, there we go. I have used 4 out of my 6 hit dice until I get a full rest.
All right.
But I am back up to full health.
Okay. So is there anything else anyone has to do before you start continuing forward?
But
Not overly.
I've got 3 hours left until I'm no longer drunk.
Not soon enough.
Okay. Well,
all right, back in the marching order. Ankel, you're up next. Or you're up first. I'm up next. Jinx and Luna behind. Aurelia, then Lief.
To the stairs we go.
Yes, to the stairs we go.
Okay.
all right. So you all walk forward then.
Sure. I was gonna say if you can just move us all as one chain group, but I guess we'll do it individually.
As you all, I was gonna move and select you. As you all move forward,
There we go.
you hear deep rumbling as a heavy set of doors suddenly slams closed on the passage in front of you.
You fuck.
Through these vents, gouts of water begin to flow.
Fuck.
And the pools, in all the pools, there's a vent that quickly begins to fill.
I thought we checked for traps.
You rolled an investigation and rolled poorly. I did not hear any statement before you guys rested that any of you were going to be checking for traps during.
Shit.
That's
Okay.
on us.
I remember something about us having some water breathing stuff when we came down here.
I have
Yes.
water skin.
Luna brought you a potion of water breathing for the descent down into the lake.
Okay. Has that worn off?
It has.
Fuck.
There is enough for another trip to the surface, but it will likely not last
Yeah.
through the rest of this dungeon. And then
God damn it! I thought we'd investigated this whole area, which is why I was like, "Oh, we'll calmly walk through."
You did, and you rolled poorly.
We sucked at our rolls. All right. Is the door? Is there any like locking mechanism on the door?
Okay, there is not.
Fuck.
I would like to investigate the vents, see if they can be closed.
They are currently 20 feet away from the ground. If you want to try to make an investigation, make an investigation.
You can lift me.
What is up with these rolls,
What?
man?
What?
Well, first of all, that was a D12.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Watch the roll be
I
worse.
saw the shape of the dice and I was like,
Ah! Ah!
I was gonna say I'll allow a reroll, but in the future, you keep better mind of the dice you're rolling.
Yeah.
You look up towards the vents. You don't see anything, but right above the vent here,
Mm-hmm.
there looks to be a pressure plate of sorts. Also, the room is now a third of the way filled with water, and you
I
all...
pointed out to Ankel, have him climb on my shoulders and fire at it.
I was
to see
gonna,
if
I was
he
gonna
can
say,
hit the pressure
fucking
plate.
throw me at it.
Okay,
I'm not that acrobatic.
Jinx is steadily getting taller.
now, I will say this: the switch is effectively 30 feet off the floor, off from the floor itself.
Fucking throw me at it.
"Hey, Chad."
What is it? What is it if I throw him? What is it? Acrobatics, athletics?
That would be an athletics.
Okay, I will throw him.
Okay, make an athletics check.
I
have
will
eight- I have
gladly
eight
do so. That
acrobatics.
is a D20. That is a D20, right?
Yes.
I have a +7 athletics.
I have a +8 acrobatics.
So he's rolling acrobatics and I'm rolling athletics.
Yes.
Right about now, the room is now half full. That was
Damn it!
13 for
Roll
your
faster!
athletics. All right, Uncle, I want you to make an acrobatics roll.
There, 22. He does it.
Okay, so Fu, as the room starts to fill past the halfway point, Jinx currently traipsing across the water with no issue. The rest of you beginning to get more and more waterlogged. Yeah,
Or swimming.
You throw Ankel, well, waterlogged swimming, tomato tomato. You throw Ankel forward. It seems like it's going to be short. However, Ankel, you manage to grab the grate itself as the water is now basically flooding you in the face, going up your nose and your mouth, rather unpleasant. You manage to just somehow ride the momentum of the water and ramp yourself up a bit more and slap the switch just as the water begins to reach the 3/4 mark. The water stops and slowly begins to recede.
Well, that was far more interesting than push the button with Mage Hand.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I wanted.
Look
to
here,
just
son of a
go.
bitch!
So
I
the
wasn't
water-
gonna say anything
The
either.
first person that said something to me was Uncle, so that's what I did.
It was
He was
amazing,
water-
and it was amazing, and I'm glad you did it.
Yeah, the water slowly recedes.
God damn it,
and
Uncle!
eventually-
Think about Mage Hand.
eventually-
No,
And the pair of doors sealing off the staircase open up once more.
We go up this staircase.
no, I was gonna say, I wanted to say, as Uncle walks by Aurelia and says, "We don't always need your main mage hand."
Okay.
It suddenly dawns on Fu, and he goes, "Yes, we do. Yes, we freaking do. I can't believe that worked."
And Jinx goes, well, I don't know. I feel like Muscle Teacher can throw
Aurelia
Maybe
look.
start using,
Oh shoot!
Aurelia
maybe
looks at the
start
two.
using him as.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh
we lost.
fuck! There, he
No,
just died.
No! I accidentally backed out. I hit the
Okay.
back button on the mouse, not a disconnection.
Just saying, maybe.
All
we
right,
can-
so we're going up the stairs now. Yes, that's what I heard.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's what
and,
I hear.
Jinx goes, well, hold up. Muscle Teacher, maybe next time we can just use Ankel as a weapon. Throw him at the
Or
enemy.
maybe since you can walk on water, you can just walk over and press the fucking button.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what
why
I was
wasn't that an option?
I was gonna do that once it got up high enough.
All right,
You
see
probably
a
would have
very-
died by then.
You see a very
Yeah, we
long
probably would've.
hallway out in front of you. With
All right.
With a small recess off in this
I'm
direction.
gonna go to the very edge and roll.
I'm
and roll perception.
investigating everything.
Okay.
Check it for traps.
check the opening in the
Oh.
wall for traps.
There you go.
The hallway, the entire freaking hallway.
He gets 20s even on fucking roll 20.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, dude.
RNG, man.
RNG's is kind to me. That's all I'm saying. All right.
Fucking, you must suck.
So what I see as far as like
that
checking.
was, that was the investigation.
Yep.
You see a hair thin line,
Oh no.
Where?
wire going roughly about shin height in this in this direction. It is so fine that you couldn't see it, but you saw a brief glint of light.
I pointed.
off the inside.
I pointed out to Uncle.
I'm gonna go disarm it.
All right.
Yep.
Make a essentially a disarm check, but with similar to lockpick, but you're disarming it.
Is that still plus 11?
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
Because you can see this line is extremely taut.
Jesus Christ.
Okay,
Yes.
so you realize this line is extremely taut and is under load. Breaking it is going to trigger it, so it's best not to cut it with your knife. You manage to follow it off to the right, and you find a small panel behind one of the tiles. Opening up, you manage to actually deactivate the triggering mechanism, and whatever was being held back and primed by this wire is no longer active.
I did it.
Sweet.
It's gone.
All right.
Good work, team.
Aside from that, you do not detect anything else along the hall that would seem to be malicious towards your health.
There's Uncle's gonna slowly proceed forward.
Same. Okay. About halfway through up here, as we get through, he's gonna have Uncle and Fu are both gonna do another investigation.
Okay.
Checking for traps.
Okay.
Checking for traps. Check it for traps. Damn it. There went my good luck.
You all do not seem to find any
About
traps
time.
that would raise suspicion.
All right, so we move forward.
Going to this. I'm gonna roll perception and look around the corner.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait, what did you do? What?
Whoa! What happened to Fu?
Yeah, what did you do to me?
Fu got blipped off of the universe. I saw
Fu's-
Flu fly that way, and then he's
Flu?
just gone. Yeah.
Well, long story short, Fu has been devoured by Cthulhu and is now currently damned.
How
to
dare you.
suffer in the,
Roll a new character.
the arcane
Apparently-
sea of
I could see where he went because my stats are still there, but it's like, where the fuck did Fu go?
Okay, well,
DM fix this.
DM is currently
Fu-
working on this.
No, he didn't get eaten by the Cthulhu. Fu shrank. He is now no longer the tall. Uncle's no longer the shortest member.
I was secretly Ant-Man this entire time. ladies and
Shrink down
gentlemen.
to the quantum dimension. Okay.
There we go. There I am. I'm back, sort of. No, okay, there we go. That's where it
All right.
was. Woot.
Okay, yeah. So I rolled a 20. All right, fucking investigation that shit.
Yeah, investigation for both of us. No more of this water bullshit.
We're done. God damn
That's
it.
at least
Hydrophilic.
14. 14. I rolled a 14.
You do not notice any traps in question. And this room isn't as large as the previous, but it's about 20 feet from the floor to ceiling.
I'll be the first one to take a step inside.
I rolled in that one, so yeah.
Yeah, the liquid in question seems to be slightly green and rather viscous.
Don't drink the water. Okay. I'm gonna
Yeah,
sidle
maybe tell
along
me.
the wall to here.
Nothing seems to happen.
Okay. Why am I taking... Okay, look. I should be at full freaking health.
I had to copy it from the turn order, so unfortunately that did not carry
Okay.
over the...
I
Okay.
walk over this grate, do a perception check for to look ahead, or do I just naturally see into the... Okay, I naturally see into here. Okay, I walk to the bottom of the stairs, and I look around.
Oh,
You see
This
another
place
room.
is... Okay. Checking for traps. Yes!
the little like fall over it did.
Yeah, it was beautiful. I was like, it was a 9, and then it was a 19.
You see a small rectangular slit right up here. And right at the bottom of the stairs, you see the distinct, elevated sense of a pressure plate.
I
wanna
pointed
do-
out to Uncle. Uncle.
Yep, disarming.
Disarm. Yeah.
All right, make a disarming check.
This
Me
is,
and
this is gonna be a
Foo.
room
I
by
love,
room
I
thing,
love
dude.
how this is just like bro team with the followers.
Yeah,
Provost disarming team.
you disarm it with no issue.
Me and Fu are on point tonight.
Well, I'm glad you're
Fu
both
is,
enjoying
Fu is
yourselves.
now one with the Swoley Bible. Hell yeah, I am.
All right, so you deactivate it. Do you descend down the rest of the way into the room?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, nothing seems to happen, and you see into this room. It's another large,
Okay, I head over to this corner, and we do
large
another.
room.
We have gone.
And you
We
see
have
straight.
we've officially gone 3 hallways without a trap. I am now scared.
Hold on. Rolling perception. 16. Do I
I'm
see
rolling
any?
investigation.
Yeah.
You don't-
Also, yeah.
Okay. If you want to roll,
Wait for his
investigation,
roll. Wait for his. Yeah.
You don't see any traps.
Yeah. You know what?
To
I'm
be
confident
fair-
in that.
To be fair, with the amount of dice you have been rolling within the past couple minutes, I'm amazed that didn't happen sooner.
So you see no traps, but immediately in this direction you see a very large door.
Okay.
All right.
Well, we're at the corner here now, so we can see further down, right?
You see straight down, and there's a very large door.
All right, I'm gonna
blocking-
go slowly check it for
Investigate the door.
Yeah.
16.
You do
Are you
not
investigating
detect-
too?
I'm assuming you're investigating for traps.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, call out what you're investigating for in the future.
I'm investigating for traps. Are you also investigating for traps? Are you also investigating for traps, little buddy? Yes.
This is the freaking
Yes. Let's do it.
Cop comedy.
Hey,
Are you
hey,
investigating
it's
for
working.
traps?
Don't
Are
knock it.
you investigating
Oh,
for traps?
I almost got
Oh,
it.
the team.
No, you went off. Man, we were so close.
Okay.
All right, so
you
traps.
Investigate the door. Nothing that would be a mechanical or an archaic trap seems to.
Is it
ring
locked?
True.
I knock on the door.
Now, okay, you knock on the door, and a heavy metal thunk resonates through the air. The door itself is solid metal and has an effigy of what looks to be a beholder, with a large eye and 8 eye stalks symmetrically aligned around it.
Balls.
This one has
Beneath
8
it.
eye stalks.
Beneath it, there are 4 markings, and there is wording on the door as well.
Oh boy.
Can
Jinx, go
anybody
ahead.
read this wording?
Luna.
Jinx walks up and looks at it. What is it?
Uncle's now just started copying fucking Foo's voice just because.
Why?
I
You
don't
do
know.
not read anything so far.
Can't read it yet.
So
Luna.
I called out to the others to see if they recognized any of this because deep speech.
Well,
Yep.
if it's specifically deep speech, not me.
It's
Luna.
Luna does speak deep speech. She walks forward and furrows her brow and says, "This is indeed in deep speech. Let me give a few moments." She reads it and furrows her brow. It's not exactly easy to. It's not this deep speech sentences aren't exactly constructed like common. It essentially states for schools to gain entry. And the 4 markings are still there.
Crap. All right, so let's go up and kill some beholders. Did we search the area where we killed that beholder before?
Yeah, that's you got a bunch of gold and silver.
That was it. Oh, okay. Well,
Wait,
fuck
it says 4 schools or
4 schools to gain entry or to go forth.
Or are they talking about the different schools of magic?
Yeah.
I will say those who are proficient in magic or have had a magic background, you're free to make an Arcana check. Those who have not, afraid you cannot.
Okay,
I was gonna roll that Arcana +1. Fuck.
wait, my brain is working.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
I forgot the slash.
Apparently, drunk Jinx is best Jinx.
Okay.
I hate that so much.
So what did Jinx just savant?
Okay, so the markings themselves aren't exactly lettering.
Tell us,
At
Rain
all.
Man.
They're in fact markings of magical schools.
God damn it, I knew it.
So
And the school-
Jinx goes, wait, schools.
I'll be right back.
With a nat 20, you should be able to tell us exactly
Yeah, no, so
which school is which.
I have to explain it in Jinx speak.
You really don't.
All right, so Jinx. Okay, wait a minute. I think I got this. We're all wizards. Wizards specialize in certain areas. I'm good with fire. Teacher is good with talking, and I assume she's good with the moon. We need one more.
things.
Oh my god.
We need one more person who's good at something.
Isn't Fu good with the swole?
Hold on. Okay, I will say this. The markings themselves, it's more like, you understand the shape of a stop sign. You're able to, identify that as a stop sign, in that sort of thing. So the markings themselves are associated with 4 schools of magic. One marking is evocation. Another marking is conjuration. A third marking is enchantment.
So I just need to summon my unseen servant. Yeah,
and
sure.
the 4th marking is transmutation.
All right, so Jinx goes, all right, so I recognize this symbol. That's I can do this. I think these two, teacher.
Is it bad that I can actually do 3 out of the 4 as a cantrip,
No.
and I specialize in the last one?
So, teacher, come help me with these. I know I can do this one. Pointing at the evocation symbol.
Okay.
What's Luna gonna do? Because, like,
Luna
just that
is-
simple explanation, I'm assuming that Luna and Aurelia have caught on to what the fuck is going on here.
It looks to be a form of magical luck associated with these 4 magical schools.
Right.
So between the 3 of us, we
That's what I
have
said.
Between the Aurelia and the wall, I have all of them.
What did she just say that out loud?
No.
That's effectively the synopsis of what
Did Aurelia say that? Is Aurelia saying that, or are you saying that?
Wait,
Darko?
evocation, conjuration. Well, I don't know how to. Do we specifically know already that it's those 4?
I just told you. You understand.
Yeah,
that
okay.
those
Yes.
markings
Okay, so yes.
are schools.
Oh, so for the sake of if I don't let Jinx do the invocation part, then she's probably gonna firebolt the ceiling or something. I don't know. I tell Jinx to firebolt the one that says invocation.
Okay, you let loose a firebolt, and rather than the bolts of fire that you're used to seeing, you feel the energy simply pulled from your hand as the spurt of fire summons forth, and is sucked right into the evocation.
Okay,
icon.
please tell me y'all heard that one.
Nope.
No.
No.
Okay, wow.
The evocation icon glows brilliantly and remains a steady red.
Okay.
Jinx lifts her arms above her head and says, "Boop boop, I win."
Okay.
Aurelia does the rest.
Aurelia casts the conjuration spell Mage Hand.
Similar matter, you see the mage hand begin to materialize before it is quickly dissipated. The energy being is taken into the suitable marking, and which glows a brilliant white.
Who calls his unseen servant?
So what's
Okay.
next?
Aurelia uses the spell message and says this should be number 3. The transmutation spell message and says this should be number 3.
You feel the words which normally translate into an ethereal form of speech, and again, that school's marking is filled with a violet light.
Okay.
Oh wait,
Final
I don't
cantrip.
believe this. Oh, I forgot. I have the one side of the tiefling stuff. So, as a cantrip, as a cantrip, I use the enchantment cantrip Vicious Mockery on the last one.
Goddamn.
What's a good one? I actually have all 4 of those as cantrips.
You insult the door,
I insult the door.
And it
Yes.
opens.
and the final mark glows a brilliant blue.
Well, I could have done that. You're a piece of shit, door.
The door sinks backwards and slowly begins to descend into the floor itself.
Okay.
Wow.
Can we see beyond the door now?
Holy crap, I feel useful, thank you.
For the first time in how long?
Shut
High five-
up.
High fives, Aurelia.
I'm the one that figured it out.
Yes, Jinx, thank you.
Also, I was gonna say, vote to keep Jinx drunk at all times because she's actually useful this way.
Also, immediately upon new room, check for traps.
Traps.
15.
As you go to investigate the room, you hear a loud hiss fill the air.
Oh Jesus!
Who intrudes upon my message of my lair? And you see floating in the air a similar shape of what may be a beholder as it turns around and looks to you.
That's
Bearing
the thing
its
that talks,
toothy
and I
maw.
don't like that.
How many eye stalks?
That is a very good question. You see
Uh-huh.
7.
Oh, wow. Wonderful.
Have you come to pay tribute? I could always use more. Come to worship? Yes, who wouldn't want to worship me? Master may be dead, but I am the new master. Yes!
Okay, so there's 3, but it looks like there's
There we go.
there's 7, but looks like there's 3 eyeballs around.
I will say this. The model that I found is not an exact match for the actual monster, so do not take the model literally.
Okay, I'm just saying that there's 3 other eyeballs just floating around that we see.
Oh, yeah, you see these small creatures which are floating around and seem to just be jabbering and murmuring brief words and sentences in common but other languages, and each in a different tone of voice, almost like a parrot.
Okay.
Right. So,
Yeah, everybody get ready. I would like to rage.
Speak intruders, what do you want with me?
What do we want? That's a really
What do we
damn
want?
good
What do we
question.
want? Luna, what do we want?
yeah.
Luna blinks in disbelief as she sees the sight before her, and her eyes fall down and rest upon the blue orb right dead center within the strange machination, which
Oh.
crackles with the fierce energy, and she points a shaky hand at that and says, "I'm afraid to say that this thing does not seem to want to share.
So
I mean,
we're
we'll
here
take
for
that
the,
if you. Yeah, we'll take the pretty blue orb.
Yeah, we'll take the orb and go on our way, and you can go back to being creepy.
You wish to take my precious, my pretty? No! Mine. What? Oh, I know. What? Do you have something of equal trade?
Jinx
Cool
holds up a
trade.
strange book. How about this?
I was actually
No
going to
need-
suggest the book too.
I have no need for rectangular paper holders. I have plenty.
Ah, but this book is strange.
I do not care.
So what
What would be of equal trade? What would
Yeah.
you consider to be of equal trade?
Are you all remaining in the hallway?
Yeah, sir, for right now.
He flows forward.
I sense magic among you. Powerful magic.
Oh, would you like the little girl?
Do not accept mages or sorcerers. I wish for magical objects, powerful in energy.
Right.
Get close,
Jinx, you're gonna have to give him the staff. I'm just saying.
Uncle slowly backs away, just like, yeah, and just.
No, 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 no. You do not leave here unless you give tribute. Tribute in magic or tribute in blood.
Whose blood specifically?
Yours.
Oh, whoa, no. I step forward of everybody. I would like to rage now.
Are we just fighting this
Okay.
thing?
You going into a rage? It sees that. as a
No,
hostile
oh,
act.
no. I'm going into a rage all at the same time that I immediately pick up the thing and attack it, and I shout, "What about yours?" And I just come down swinging.
Okay, I will say this. Normally, this would dictate a surprise round. However, since the creature is fully aware of you,
Yeah,
we're
we're
still
not.
gonna-
Yeah,
we're
I
still
didn't
gonna
figure
roll
we
for
were gonna do surprise attack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you were invisible or something, yeah, I'd allow that. But
Sorry, guys, I just wasn't dealing with this bullshit. I was done with the talking.
all right, everyone, roll for initiative.
Oh god, I don't want to touch it.
Yeah, you see, this creature's got
12.
purple skin, and it has those eye stalks, and has one large eye, and around this large eye are smaller eyes, blinking and looking in various directions.
Yeah, I don't like.
Oh, hell yeah, Tony, way to go.
Thank you.
Blow it up.
All right, Richie, what did you roll?
Dude, what? I rolled a 12. Why is it not going into?
You have to,
how
you have
do
to
I
click
do-
on your icon.
Oh,
I have to click on my
when
icon. Oh,
there's a trick that we do. I make a macro for everyone to roll initiative when they have their token selected, so it puts it directly in the turn order. You're rolling
Yeah.
manually, so that's why he has to put it in after.
ah,
Yeah,
okay.
You'll just have to,
For the
you have
sake
to
of
get your
brevity,
thing. You have to get
we'll see to
macros
that,
created.
We'll fix that out. We'll fix that in the break if we
But
have
yeah,
to.
how tall is the ceiling?
The ceiling here is similar to the room before. It's a good 30 to 40 feet. It's very tall, and
How high is the thing off the ground?
it is currently 20 feet off the ground.
Wait, what? I thought it was. You didn't say that. I wouldn't have attacked if it was 20 feet. I'm not going to swing my axe at it if it's 20 feet.
Okay, are you still going to go into a rage?
No, I wouldn't do any of that. If I can't reach it, that would just be a stupid action to take.
Okay.
So I wouldn't even initiate it. I would not have initiated combat at all.
Oof.
Okay, misassumption on my part.
Yes.
Thank God. I don't want to fight this thing.
Okay. The creature is currently hovering in front of you.
20
It's
feet.
20 feet and for 20 feet above me, not in front of me.
20 feet above you, in front of you.
Okay. Keeping that in
So-
mind, because those things are
I'm
important.
keeping that in initiative roll just in case.
Oh, I'm not leaving it. Don't worry. Don't worry.
So, how about we not give blood? That would be
Oh no, I could donate a pint or two. How much blood are we talking about here?
All of your blood.
That's
Use
a
for
lot.
experiments. Have your body. Use it to try and make replacement. No.
So you need a magical artifact to replace the orb that you would like us to take.
Yes, of equal value or greater would be fair.
Jinx.
Any magical artifacts that you sense on us that would be equal or greater.
I sense magic.
Jinx, give him the
Show
staff.
me.
Jinx, give him the staff.
Jinx holds up her right arm with the water walking ring on it. How about this ring?
Ah, it is pitiful little pennies compared to what I wield.
Hold up the staff. Jinx.
That
Just
is-
curious.
Please
Holding
please
the
don't
staff
shit
out?
your pants when doing that voice, Royce.
Richie, if Anthony does not wish for Jinx to do something, you cannot force her.
No, does Jinx not want to hold up the staff? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not offering that. That's mine.
Damn it, Jinx, hold up the staff.
So it just want magical objects, not magical people?
It seems to want sources of magical energy. People aren't exactly the same as magical items. People have various other energies. Magical items are raw, arcane energy.
Well, we can't give him
Anybody
the
got
bag of
magical
holding.
items? Because I mean, Jinx,
Wasting my time.
if it comes between fighting,
What about the lexicon arcana?
He doesn't want paper.
yeah, straight up, if it comes between fighting a beholder and you keeping your staff,
I will throw you to this thing before I will worry about
You don't know.
fighting.
You don't know
Yeah.
specifically what creature this is. You know, seems to be a floating thing with an eye and eye stalks.
It resembles a beholder, and
So, bro, I'd like to know, what exactly does that orb do? Why is it so important?
You speak of Nexus Stone, yes? No doubt creatures lesser than yourself, lesser than me. You wish to learn, yes, yes. Learn how great mine, masters, no, not mine, masters, mine! My power, yes! Nexus Stone allows me to visit other planes.
Okay, that thing is cool.
Planes. But imperfect needs more power, needs more control. Tried before, cannot get through, only small slivers of power. Need more.
Okay, at this point, I look back at Luna. So you needed a Nexus Stone.
Correct.
Okay.
Why?
For nothing malicious, I assure you.
Well,
Yeah.
you didn't.
What about the shiny stones around it? Like, what about them?
No! Those are meant to control the power of the Nexus Stone. Without those, Nexus Stone gets unstable, makes Explody me go the same way as Master.
Right.
Oh.
I am Master!
So,
it'd probably
it
it'd
sounds-
probably be bad if we moved it at all. It could explode.
I will explode you if you touch.
Right.
Good to know.
Okay.
Good to know. Good to know.
So this thing wants. So
Wait,
he
think
needs
time could be
it needs more of the crystals to keep this thing powered and get it open.
how far off the ground are the little eyes?
Little eyes are roughly about 10 feet off the ground.
We
Oh, okay.
They're levitating in a
know-
similar sense.
We know of a place with a lot more of the crystals, both raw and refined, or at least we know
Where?
the guy responsible.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is this information you're wanting to pass to the thing?
Yes, because
saying
if
this
this
to
if
it?
it if
Are you
this-
saying this to it, or are you just kind of talking to us?
kind of both.
Okay. So yeah, we know a place where there's a lot more of this
We can-
unrefined crystal.
We can get you more.
Fine crystal. Oh, you mean sorcery stones? Yes, the ones walls need lots. Lots. Yes. Could you?
Get-
Would
yes.
be happy to trade if could procure 1 ton of arcane crystals.
That's a lot.
What?
We also
One ton.
we have a bag of holding, so that part can be covered, but that's a lot.
That'd be beyond the square feet of a bag of holding,
But-
and it can only hold.
I think
500
at this point,
pounds.
in time, it's the DM basically saying you gotta fight this thing.
Impatient. What you?
Alternatively, we can say, yeah, sure, we'll get that for you. Turns around and leaves.
Never
comes
come back.
But the client wants the stone. How?
That's true. Uncle turns to Luna and says, "How bad do you really want this stone?"
It determines whether or not my business will be able to recover or not.
Oh shit.
Well, here's the other question. How valuable is your life to you?
What?
Why do you ask?
might die.
Because in order to get this thing, we're probably gonna end up near death.
Well, my business is my life, and I would do anything to recuperate my business. Nothing dire, but
Well, you know what? I
We
never
got a
said.
lot of gold right now that we could just give you. I mean, a lot of gold.
You found 500 gold and effectively 600 gold to restock a business in dealing with magic enchantment. Remember, the staff of fire was 1,500 gold before Luna.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Magic
Magic.
enchantment is not cheap.
Fifth edition made magic balls to the walls expensive.
So
Alright.
either we have to find a fucking ton of this
Or we kill
magic
this thing.
crystal, or we kill this thing.
Which is
If you
which
vote
is
to kill
hovering.
this thing, I'm gonna be completely useless.
Okay, so are you guys saying
Unless
this,
one of you can give me wings
Not yet. Next
or
level.
levitation.
Next level I can. Not yet. Stall him for 1 level.
Stall him for 1 level. Okay. So
Wasting
we'll be
time.
back. We'll
Leave
be back.
answer.
We'll be back in 1 level.
What
No.
is this level you speak of?
Well, there's like levels to this temple, right? This is
What?
the bottom level.
Ah.
For me.
Nice
An
save.
exchange.
All
of
right, I think we.
match.
Uncle,
I
Uncle
just
slowly
want
reaches-
to unleash this beholder upon the assholes that made us do a random illegal act of shit.
Uncle slowly just begins reaching for his bow. Just instinctively, just like, I don't like where this is going.
Make a sleight of hand check if you're trying to do that without being seen.
All right, what's my sleight of hand?
Essentially,
+8.
essentially at this point, I'm like, okay, we'll go get your stuff, and starts backing away.
All right, Uncle
Oh shit!
That's a 24.
does not see it.
Hell yeah, I got my bow. I am ready to fucking sneak attack this bitch.
And
You have exchange.
we could bring exchange. We don't have it right now. You want
Then why
a
did you
ton?
come and waste my time? Have valuable research.
Because we needed to know how much you needed.
I'm
What are
gonna.
you doing? What
Well-
are you doing inside my temple?
While this
No,
conversation's happening, I'm
sex.
not. I'm pulling back an arrow and taking aim.
Okay, make another sleight of hand check. It's gonna be considerably harder to conceal this.
Higher DC this time. Roll like a motherfucker. That is actually rolling like a motherfucker. Yeah.
You knock back an arrow, and a massive eye and those numerous eye stalks that have all been trained on you quickly snap to your hand.
Oh fuck!
Trying to attack me? I will make you suffer.
And thank you very much,
Are we
ass.
fighting this thing yet?
Essentially, you needed a natural 20 to pull that off.
I figured, but I was one off.
So,
All right, turn the music back on. Let's do this. Jesus fucking Christ.
All
I
right.
didn't force that.
Well, we're all gonna die. Thanks, Uncle.
I thought I could do it.
All right.
Oh, really? You need to stop thinking I'm gonna kill you with every encounter.
I have a plan.
You do.
Yes.
I do
your
too.
plan?
It's called run.
That was also part of the plan. But I have a way to make it a little safer.
Okay.
Well, I already have the arrow knocked back.
I have a spell.
How large is this?
This creature is a.
No, not the creature. The Nexus.
The orb.
Could
The
Aurelia realistically mage hand that?
no. With how
Alright,
big it is,
so-
it's
Yeah, how big is it? Because if like we could have Fu fucking just balls to the wall charge, grab it, and we book it out.
Yeah,
I mean, you haste me, and I
That
could
was
do it.
that
but I'd be
was
stuck in
that
the
was
room.
that's part that was kind of part 1 of the plan. However, haste gets you out and us dead. I have a different thing that I'm going to try, and if it works,
Okay,
this might
go,
be.
go.
Then we might live through this, and if this doesn't work, well, then it's been a great campaign, you
Been a
guys.
fucking honor, sir.
all right. Jinx, your turn. Actually, on that note, do we all want to take a break before we get into this?
No.
No.
No, I'm good.
All right. Just wanted to.
I have a feeling this is gonna be like the last thing that we do. So,
All right. Jinx, what do you want to do? This thing is currently floating 20 feet above the ground in front of who?
blow it up.
How far away am I? How far away am I? Like,
So,
realistically from it. Like, if I'm 5 feet and it's 20 feet up, is that like 25 feet, or is it a little bit?
I'll say you're effectively 25 feet.
the
I'm
question-
25 feet. So if he used like fireball, I'd get caught in it.
Well, you don't have to center the fireball on it. You could easily
Okay,
move it
okay.
around to be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, I did move myself back a little bit. I'm sorry.
It doesn't matter.
All right.
Okay.
So the question is, do I go for burst or sustained DPS?
Guys, I have 40 feet of movement. Oh wait, am I still slowed, or did that wear off?
Now that we're off, and
Okay.
All right. So what are we doing, guys?
Give me a moment. I'm thinking.
If I had gotten that nat 20, that would have been great.
Yeah. I didn't make it impossible. I just said it's going to be very hard to hide knocking an arrow and drawing back a bow.
All
But you
right,
have to
I'm
admit, a
gonna-
19's pretty good.
I'm gonna cast mini meteors.
All right.
Did y'all hear that?
That
time?
one I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Because it fucking shook the room.
Yeah.
Anthony, you're managing your spell levels, right?
Yes. Because remember, I used my thing, or I used my arm to get back my
just
last
wanted to make
spell
sure.
slot. So now I was fresh.
Yeah.
And Wild Magic Surge almost went off. If that had been a 4.
Don't do this to me, Tony.
15, it makes it.
You know what? I totally want Wild Magic Surge to just one-shot this thing or turn it into a frog or something.
That's 11. That's 11 fire damage. Is the damage that was rolled? The 11 is the damage that was rolled, right?
No. Okay, it's 6 damage and 10 damage.
Okay, so it
16.
succeeded on the first.
Yep.
15.
The Wild Magic Surge almost.
Wild
went off.
Magic Surge goes off and turns him
Alright.
into a frog. And then I step on the
so
frog.
that is 3 damage and fails on the second, so that is 10 damage, so 13
13 damage total.
All
And
right.
I'm also going to take this opportunity to back up a little bit.
Okay.
A little
bit.
bit.
Alright.
Jesus.
Is that all for your turn?
That is all for my turn at the moment. Yes.
Okay. All right, Leaf's turn, and needless to say, Leaf is going to definitely knock back an arrow and take a shot. Not move though. 1d. 20 plus 10. That hits.
If I die, just remember you did this to me.
All right, so that is.
Honestly,
did
I
this
feel
to
like
me.
he would also. I feel like she can also use action search in this aspect.
Don't worry, I'm gonna utilize Leaf to his maximum potential because I know Leaf would not go half-assed on this.
Honestly, like let me be
I'm
honest.
not gonna short sell it.
Just deer ass.
Yeah, let you be honest,
All right.
yeah?
And it's gonna
If
be
I hadn't done it, someone else would have.
grasping
No.
arrow. So that is 2d6. 2d6.
We are
slash
being pretty cautious around this beholder thing.
and 3
That
poison
is because
damage.
beholders are fucking scary if they get the right lasers.
Oh yeah. Also, Aurelia, what was your fucking plan?
I guess yeah. There's nothing he can do to
20.
preemptively screw me over at this point. I see eyeballs that are not him, and I see him. I have a spell called Enemies Abound, and then I'm going to make him think everything in the room, possibly even the dead stuff, is out to kill him. And hopefully he will laser them and not us, and then we grab the thing and we leave.
Okay,
And
cool. Yeah.
Definitely hits.
I'm all for it.
Let's roll for damage again.
Assuming it goes off. If it doesn't go off, I'm out of ideas.
Okay.
8 more damage.
So it would need to be to 14, wouldn't it?
What do you mean?
No, if you were to do enemies abound, it would have to be.
Correct.
Okay, so
Alright.
Royce, for saving rolls on the creature things, is that like for saving rolls on that? Is it too much to ask that you make it so that we can actually see it instead
See
of
the
being
creature.
the saving throw on?
Why?
Why? Because then I will know if it fail or. Well, hold on one second.
You'll know if it succeeds if you beat it.
Well, also, here's the thing. It's also something that, maybe the audience might like to know. Just saying.
I mean, like initiative and all that stuff for
Yeah.
stuff that we can't see. I understand that, but for saving throws, I feel like that's something that.
Spells, unless they, for a rule basis, if a spell doesn't have a perceivable effect or something on it, you actually don't know inherently if it is a yes, no, pass, fail. That's actually something that people make up
Okay,
because it's
DM
convenient.
ruling, no.
Okay.
Because, like, that will work in cases of clear yes-no things, but there are some other stuff, like Zone of Truth, that's not a yes-no. Like, he'll be thrown into it and he'll have to do the save,
14
but you're
does not
not
hit.
supposed to inherently know if it was a pass or fail. That is actually what the book says.
And
So,
29, that does hit.
it's entirely up to Royce on how he wants to handle
7 damage.
Enemies Abound. In any case, I'm going to cast it, and then I'm going to yell, "Now go, my eyeball minions," and hope he turns around and shoots them.
Okay, Lief is going to stay stationary. And it is the creature's turn.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to float down 10 feet and
Oh.
back 10 feet.
And we're all situated in a nice open hallway where he can hit all of us.
He'll take 2d6 damage. And that is 10. Okay. It is going to use a legendary action to use one of its eye rays.
Jesus. It's gonna hit all of us. Well, it's nice knowing you all. Thank you,
I
Uncle, for doing it while we were
don't-
all in a hallway.
I don't remember Beholder's Eyes being lined as much as they are just lasers.
All right. Foo, since you're the one closest to it, I need you to
Yeah.
make a strength saving throw.
Oh. Strength, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker. Okay, well, 14.
All right. Yeah, you do not make it. So,
I didn't think
you
so.
are pushed 15 feet directly away from the creature, and your speed is halved until the creature's next turn.
Oof.
Well, thanks, Uncle. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Yep. Fucking hate you. The entire
know.
plan that we have is now done.
Let me get my
All right.
turn.
Foo, your turn.
Well, I can't do jack shit, so I'm saying fuck all of y'all. I'm leaving.
No, you're not. Foo, come on.
No,
You can do a running YOLO jump at him. Get one swing in.
I can't. No, I can't even get to him.
That doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
Where's
There's
20
nothing.
feet? Where's 20 feet?
I thought he went down 10 and then back 10.
You went down 10 feet and away.
Yeah,
5
yeah. And now my speed is halved, so guess what? This is
Oh.
it.
Okay.
You can still dash action and enrage so that you've got protection against slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning. There's nothing you can do, Richie. Just because you can't immediately do something right away doesn't mean that you should just give up and
I can't even
Sign
attack him.
you can in the future.
Double dash, rage. Fine, there. I did whatever. Stone's endurance. What does that do, by the way?
Whenever you take damage, I believe it's basically a way of reducing damage taken.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
See, there's things that you can use that'll lessen any retaliation. All right.
Thanks, Uncle.
Is that the end of Foo's turn?
Yes.
Okay. Aurelia, it is your turn.
Aurelia, enemies abound. Intelligence saving throw. Number to beat is 14.
Okay.
I'm using bend luck.
Oh.
And what does that do?
Subtract 4 from his roll.
So whatever you roll on the intelligence saving throw, subtract 4 from it.
All right, that was a 7.
Yeah, so then...
He fails.
Okay. Aurelia then shouts out, "Now my eyeball minions, attack!" And whatever he interprets that as, he will. As until enemies abound is over, everything is foreseen as hostile.
Okay.
So that's my plan.
By the way, I regained sorcery points on a long rest, right?
Yes.
I believe so.
You should.
Just making sure.
Everyone regains everything on a long rest.
Okay, do you want to
No,
move
but what I'm
Aurelia
saying
around?
is I don't get it on a short rest, is what I'm asking.
Correct.
No, you do not. Gizmo, come on.
I believe you do when you're level 20, but that's a 20 thing.
Okay.
Do you
That was
wanna
your
move-
turn, right?
do you
Yeah,
wanna
that was my
move
turn.
Aurelia
Go,
around?
Ankel.
All right, Uncle, it's your turn.
Wait. Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
All right, I'm just gonna knock back an arrow and shoot it.
All right, you get sneak attack damage.
Hell yeah. Is that
No, because
advantage?
he saw it coming.
There's an enemy
Yeah,
within
but-
5. There's enemy within 5 feet of him.
He's 10 feet in the air from me. I'm not 5 feet within his range.
Oh, fair enough.
Right. Forgot about that.
Sorry, no, bro. I have no sympathy for you, Uncle. You screw me, I screw you.
I wasn't asking for sympathy because I don't
All
care.
right.
Okay, 12 does not hit.
Oh well.
Do you want to move it all?
I mean, yeah, I'll probably move like out of the corridor.
Yeah, that'd be a wise move.
All right, we done?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, Luna is going to move. And she's going to attack first. Okay, so. Apologies. Okay, there we go. And she's going to cast Fireball once more.
Fireball or firebolt?
Fireball.
Okay.
Okay, well,
Again,
Again,
it can be centered. It can be centered in a way that you're fine.
Yes. Okay. That is a 5. That is a fail. Okay. Fire. Good lord, I forgot how expensive fireball is. Sorry, yep, 86. Alright, 32 fire damage. Alright, eruption of massive fire sears into this thing. And it flails in evident pain. Okay. And with that, she is going to move back slightly.
yeah, that's a little bit.
All right.
Your turn, Jinx.
I know.
I have let Anthony know. Thank you, Richie.
Let's see. Okay. Let's see. All right. So Jinx is gonna move in front of Luna to about right now,
Yeah?
and she is going to cast a level 2 Witch Bolt using Tides of Chaos to give advantage.
Alright.
Alright, so let's see. Spell hit. Advantage. Wow.
I don't know. Let me check. Yeah. That is
I assume that
32
hit.
damage. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Alright. No. Submit. No. 2. And does Wild Magic Surge go off because I use Tides of Chaos? You can decide if it does or not. If it does not, then I'm rolling to see if it goes off.
Let's see. On a 1 it does, on a 2 it
Points
doesn't.
of damage.
It does not.
Alright, so in that case, let me do a quick roll. 20. It goes off.
Oh boy. You thought it was the Beholder that was going to TPK the group, but it was I, Jinx.
Alright, so it's not a severe or even a moderate, it's just a nuisance. It's all good. I regain all expended sorcery points. Hell yeah!
What?
Bad.
All right, and now my bonus action: 2 mini meteors.
Right, that was how much damage for the Witch Bolt?
Witch Bolt was 8 damage. Mini meteors. The first
no,
meteor.
the Witch Bolt was 14. Sorry, didn't go up high enough.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. The Witch Bolt, the first Witch Bolt is 14. Then the first mini meteor is 8, and the second is 9.
So DC save Dex on the mini meteors, and then do damage appropriately.
Right, fails the first, and fails the second. So that is 9 and 8, right? 17.
Yep.
Okay, it is hurting. Its skin is bubbling. There's this horrible bluish blood dripping from it.
And by the way, the Witch Bolt does not disappear. There is now a line of blue crackling energy between the two of them.
Yeah, I know what I do know what Witch Bolt does.
Okay.
Alright, do you want to move it all, or is that the end of your turn?
I'm gonna move back again behind Luna.
Okay, Leaf's turn. And Leaf is to use his action surge. Alright, Leaf is going to dart forward to get some better advantage.
Please hit with an arrow and grapple arrow or whatever.
Did Lief
the
use
fuck that
action
is.
surge last time? I can't remember.
Yes, Leaf did use action surge last time.
Okay, thank you.
Like I said, I'm not gonna pull any punches. Alright, and it's going to let loose 2 shots once more.
Grappling arrow, please.
It already did.
Okay, good.
Oh, okay.
That was the first arrow Leaf hit him with.
And what does that?
Oh,
word
does it
take?
not pull it further towards the ground?
It's not a grappling arrow. It's an ensnaring arrow that reduces speed and inflicts damage every time the creature moves.
Oh,
now,
okay, gotcha.
So now life is paying for this thing.
Yeah.
I can pull it down. I have rope and arrows.
Okay. If I recall properly, the archer can take a negative or a -5 to hit to get a boost of damage, right?
I think that's Arcane Archer, and I think that's also a feat. I'm not
I
sure.
believe
Sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter, yeah.
Sharpshooter. Yep. Leaf
Sharpshooter.
does have that.
Oh boy.
Yep. Yeah, 9 is -5. So we're gonna try a sharpshooter shot. +5. That still hits. So that's a +10 to damage. Yep. So
That's the
that,
first arrow.
Roll that damage. Roll that beautiful, beautiful damage.
Let's see if we can kill this thing.
8 + 15.
To be fair,
Wow.
Fucking hell.
To be fair,
Steve,
the
roll.
ice stalks can be scary, but the scariest thing about beholders is that they usually make their arenas dumb. This one's just floating here.
And second attack. And gonna try another one. Does that hit actually?
If it is the same number as the number, then yes.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Hold on, before you answer, I'm gonna, since I have more sorcery points, I'm gonna use Bend Luck to add to that. Because I did not hear what you said if you said anything.
Yeah, you know what?
It
Yeah,
hits.
let's
It
just guarantee the shit
Plus
out of
4.
the arrow attack.
Yep, that hits.
It hits.
All right, and that is an 8, not a 6. Oh, nope, not. Nope.
Fucking Jinx is just on point.
Come here.
tonight. Just
Come here.
saying.
Wow.
You know what? To quote what Carson said, drunk Jinx is best Jinx.
Okay. And with that arrow, this creature that has, while it did instigate, has been pretty badly ravaged, quickly begins to glow with an intense violet light as it lets loose this terrible gurgling scream as an eruption of pure arcane energy rips through its body,
Fuck.
Oh shit.
vaporized,
What?
leaving you all alone. Yep.
What?
What about the little eyes?
Those are extensions of the layer themselves, and as the large beholder-like creature dies, they too shrivel and
Wait,
fade.
it died?
Yeah, you guys did a lot of damage. I'm not going to throw a huge creature at you guys, although I'm thinking I should with how easily you went through that.
See, if I, no matter
Why
what,
did I use
made the
enemies
right choice.
abound?
We
I
killed
should have
it.
just hit him with lightning bolt. Why did I go for the cool strat?
Okay, DC
One of these-
10 creatures. Next time. All right. With that, creature's pretty much defeated. You've got this massive room.
All right.
Da 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 da.
Yeah. Very appropriate. But yeah, so in this room, there's the large formation before you. It's fairly flat. Maybe like a 1 foot above the floor with this marble pedestal with the blue Nexus crystal in the middle. Getting close to it, it's a good 3 feet in diameter. It's definitely not small. And surrounding the room is more of that raw lyrisite with 3 glowing red portals that flicker and fade in and out of corporealness intermittently.
So, how much we want to bet that's what he was trying to get working?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Can you guys hear me? Hello?
So
Yes.
yeah, is this thing completely gone?
It's vaporized. It's totally done. And yes, I can hear you, Richie. Did anyone else hear Richie?
Yes.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm on my phone because the
The electricity went out.
Oh,
yeah, it glitched.
Okay.
Well, good thing the creature's dead.
Yeah, I got that much. I was about to say something and everything went.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now I don't remember what I was gonna say. Because
Yeah, sorry, I sneezed and let loose a lightning bolt too close to your place.
you don't have that kind of power.
He is God.
I'm
Not
gonna.
mine.
Anyway.
Anyway.
I'm going to add flavor to the entire fight that my enemies abound wasn't completely worthless, and it made this thing turn around. And because it turned around, we were able to blast it with everything we had, and it died.
Yep, you filled its non-existent butthole with much pain.
Got it.
Did I take
Yay.
any damage whatsoever?
No.
Not really.
No.
I don't think
got
any of us
shoved
took any
back.
damage.
We kind of just one-rounded the thing to death.
Yep.
So now that the thing is dead, okay, now that the thing is dead, can I move her?
Yes.
Yeah, there's no danger. The combat is effectively over. Whatever defenses the creature had created have shriveled and died since the supporting energy source is dissipated.
Super sweet.
So, Uncle turns to Luna and says, "So what do we do now with your orb?"
Well, I've prepared.
Let her look at everything, because she might know what to do it. Aurelia, if you would like to assist, that would be okay. Jinx, don't go anywhere near it.
Not with your drunk ass.
Aurelia kind of, gives a waving hand and says, I should be fine. It shouldn't.
Really? You mean
shouldn't
Luna?
Be much of an
Aurelia.
issue.
You mean Luna?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got my mixed. Luna.
Okay,
I don't
hold
read.
on. Silence, Darkon. He's
What?
speaking for you.
What?
I made a mistake in
I haven't spoken. Wait, I haven't spoken. What?
I said
Yeah,
Aurelia
exactly.
instead of Luna by accident. Yeah, Luna, dismisses any offer for help. I think I can handle this no problem. And she
Should be able to.
she reaches into the small
Second.
satchel that she brought and pulls out what looks to be a bag of holding, but has numerous small, very intricate runes etched around it.
Be right back.
Well then, I didn't know you were carrying that the entire time.
There are many surprises that I hide under my sleeve.
Anything that could have been useful like multiple times throughout this place?
Possibly, but how was I supposed to know what would and wouldn't work?
Wow.
With that, she goes about and she stands before the pedestal and she starts muttering these soft incantations under her breath.
Haha! I have returned.
Success.
Woo.
Holding out her right hand, you see these small bolts of whitish blue energy start connecting between her and the orb as it begins to slowly lift up off the pedestal and levitate towards her. Muttering, continuing, she slowly brings the small, intricately runed satchel forward, and it descends within, where it vanishes without any trace of entering it, similar to a bag of holding, which she promptly seals closed, mutters a soft spell, and the runes quickly flash brilliantly before vanishing.
Well, okay then.
Well, that just seemed a lot easier than I thought it would be.
Very much so. I was honestly expecting one of us to almost die.
Well, I mean, this isn't our first rodeo.
Well,
And just
the best
looks
way to.
around.
Sorry, go ahead.
I've never been to a rodeo. I think that's a lie.
It's fine. Darkon, you go.
The best way to not die is to kill it first.
And Jinx goes, funnily enough, this is actually one of the easier ventures we've had.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, they're not wrong. They are not wrong. Also, did we check every single room in this place? There might be some more gold for us.
Possibly. And with that, you've essentially eliminated the major danger in this place, and with the
Stranger
removal
danger.
of,
Stranger danger.
no. With the removal of the Nexus crystal, the portals themselves actually wisp out and fade, and you feel a faint rumble through the space that you're currently in.
I think we should go.
Let's go. I'm already out.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. Magic's scary.
Nothing bad doesn't start crumbling around, but as you step out, you notice the lights, the small magical lights that had originally been illuminating the space, begin to start flicker, and some begin to weaken.
Something tells me that was powering this entire place.
Yeah, the water elementals are no longer there. You have an idea that this was powering.
Aw. What
Yeah.
a shame. I was gonna come back here a little bit later and ruin your entire life.
GTFO.
All right, so is it pretty much decided y'all are leaving? You're not searching anything anymore?
No. We've had a hell of a day.
All right. So you're-
Well, no. I mean, if we had the chance to actually go search the other rooms,
I think
and
there's
we
only one other place we didn't check.
in the
Show us the map.
realm of imminent death. All right, going up to the next level.
We never checked what was here.
Fuck, the ominous music
Check
kicked
what
back
was
in.
where.
Right there.
Oh no, our
Okay.
doppelgangers.
Yes, you're encountering your evil doppelgangers who came in to complete this quest as well.
Okay. Oh, damn it.
We already did it. No, don't worry.
It
Dude,
was
what the hell?
Dream all along.
I was moving our characters back.
But yeah, you essentially you do have time to explore the rest of the dungeon itself, and the only real reason. Oh, and here's Creed.
I'm nervous about what the hell these stairs are. I
Also,
don't
apparently there
remember
was
those.
a chest right here that we had no way of getting to. Okay.
Probably
What?
hidden door or something.
Okay, so we went up this way. I thought we went the other way. Okay, so that's
you went through a hidden entrance. There is
Okay,
a
so-
series of stairs leading to you actually there.
Oh.
okay.
as
So
you,
No,
You do
I
go
think
through
we
the rest
did
of the
get in
dungeon.
here somehow. I just don't remember how.
the only new room that you find is a room here, which is effectively a trap room.
Okay.
okay, yeah.
Check for traps. Traps found. Room sucks.
All right.
So this area that was right over here that they were talking about was just an empty area. Oh, wonderful.
Correct. There's.
All right, so let's leave. Let's just leave.
We're done here.
Yep.
All right.
Done here.
Next temple.
No.
No.
Okay, and with that, you all once more leave the strange dungeon slash
Also, has
cave
it been
system.
5 hours?
It's going to be.
No. It's
Yeah.
getting close there, but not exactly. It's been at least
Really,
2
it dabs on the water elemental.
And, but no, you're still inebriated. But Luna does provide another dose of that water breathing potion. So
Good.
you return to the surface.
We get to the
Actually,
surface.
Jinx doesn't even bother. She just gets under the water, puts her, and forgetting that she has a ring on, he just
No. Congratulations. That's the first flat no I think you've ever given someone as a DM. I'm proud of you.
No.
You all do eventually resurface, and surprisingly enough, the boat that the boat of the gentleman who piloted that dropped you off is still there, a few feet away, obviously, but seems surprised that you resurfaced, but does take you back to Artelia through the docks. And with that, Luna
shoot him like a
Luna
goddamn buoy.
gets off the craft and pats the satchel.
And pats the pats the thing on her hip. Okay.
The satchel, the ruined bag that she put the Nexus crystal in, and says, "Well, I may not be able to get the exact shop that I had in Bexley set up, but this should help me along my way. And who knows, maybe I'll have a bigger and better shop. Time will tell."
Oh, we're glad to have helped, even if it almost got us killed.
And with that, I believe there is also the remaining 200 gold that remain to be paid, along with the recipient.
Well, we got 600 gold.
So
Yeah,
let's go ahead and
a
deduct
lot
that.
of silver.
Yeah. So, all right, I'll just deduct 200.
So are we making our way back to Bexley now?
If
we
you
escorting
want,
her back?
She presently does not show any inclination of leaving. She's actually returned back to the Wands Want.
Okay.
That is the enchanting shop that you had originally stopped by, where she procured some supplies.
I was
She's
not there.
gonna
when
go
that happened.
sleep with her mentor again.
Right?
There's certainly assumptions abound.
Yes.
Wow, really?
Just
Wait,
look at it.
way to cut Foo out of a potential thing, guys.
I mean, hey, the way they acted around each other, I was just like, so
I wasn't
you.
there for that.
Yeah, I
wasn't
know.
Unfortunately.
sad.
Yeah. and with that-
Fortunately, fortunately,
I said unfortunately, Richie. Do not
Oh.
assume.
I was like, fortunately, man. What would Foo have done if I had been there?
Don't worry, I'm not gonna blue ball poor Foo.
Oh, yeah, you are.
That, Luna essentially gives her farewell as she goes to see to some business in the Wands Want as she retires to the back room. Jillian, the slightly, almost flamboyant tiefling that you'd met earlier, does look to you to any who does anybody follow Luna into the shop itself?
I follow.
Yeah.
I follow the sly smirk on my
follows me.
face.
Well, Jillian, and just for Richie, since you weren't here, Jillian is essentially a tiefling, red-skinned tiefling with two black horns with the right actually
Gotcha.
broken off. And he wears
Okay.
right now he's wearing rather garish purple robes with the left arm with the left sleeve cut short and the right sleeve kind of wavy. And there's a decent amount of golden, rings and jewelry draping around his neck and his fingers. And he looks to those who have entered and says, "Well, it just does seem that Luna has gotten what she wants. Is there anything that I can do for you fine peoples? Barring that you do have gold, of course. What can Jillian do for you?
I
need a
don't like the
potion.
way you said that.
I need a potion.
What kind of potion? I have plenty to offer.
Healing potions.
Certainly. How many?
What you got and how many of them?
Let's see. Yes, if he walks over behind a counter and pulls out a stock ledger and starts flipping through it. Let's see. Potions, healing potions. No, not giant strike. Go. I currently have 5 normal healing potions on stock, 2 greater and 1 superior.
Okay. How much for a greater healing potion?
Greater healing potions normally go for 250 gold apiece.
Jesus.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Process is not cheap, my friends.
I mean,
But
we
what
did.
is health in a bottle when you need it, right?
But I mean, we did help your.
Where's a druid when you need one? Just
I'm
saying.
afraid it's not in these city walls. And yes, my friend, but you did help my old apprentice, but unfortunately, all you have is my thanks. If you're willing to do some sponsor work or maybe some work for myself, I could be interested in giving you a discount. But until then,
Work that could get me hurt just for a potion isn't
Jinx
gonna.
pipes up
That
and
I
goes,
won't
"Last
have.
time-" Jinx goes, "The last time we agreed to that, we had to fight a beholder. You guys were there."
Yes.
So
Jinx.
anyway, how much for a regular potion?
regular potions are 25 gold apiece.
I'll take 2 of those, please.
All right.
And I give over 50 gold.
This shopping sequence is so much more intense because of the
Yeah, I'm
background
sorry,
music.
I thought I stopped.
Because of the
We're not
background.
gonna get out of here
The
live.
background music was like the music he was using in the dungeon. I was like,
Yeah, I was like, why is that still going on?
We're not getting out of here live.
Yeah, his undertone is much more sinister than I think he means it to be.
Oh, I mean, that's okay. I'm sitting here making a transaction. If he wants to start some shit, I'll fuck him up. No problem.
we killed a
problem.
we killed a whatever the heck type of beholder that thing was. Yeah, we'll wreck his face.
Uncle, thinking he's sly, but also not being very sly, is walking around, whistling to himself around the store, just looking around.
Little buddy?
There's a number of
Yeah,
shelves
yourself.
and display cases, and intermittently throughout the store, there's decorative sets of armor and robes set upon what seem to be stands.
As Fu calls out to me, I throw my hands up. I wasn't gonna do anything.
Hands up, eyes down.
Yeah, you
Oh.
do. You
Hands
exchange,
up,
50
hands
gold
down.
for 2 healing potions.
Okay, thank you.
I wasn't gonna take anything. I swear.
Oh, no, you weren't. So anyway, thank you.
Indeed. Oh,
Anybody else
say,
need to buy anything?
Yes, please. I do offer many more magical wares, and I mean, come, my fine muscled friend. Surely there's more exotic things that you'd like to buy. I do have a few potions of giant strength. Certainly, a man of your stature
no.
can appreciate some.
No, don't give him one of those.
I have a question.
Okay,
Do you
hold on,
happen to
hold
have?
on, hold on. I thought this was kind of obvious, but I already am a giant.
Oh, but you can be so much
So-
bigger and so much stronger. Isn't that
Don't.
right?
Well, you said
I
you
do
said
not
bigger.
want to know.
For how much? For how much?
I can give you a potion of simple strength for 300 gold.
Yeah, not happening. Do you have anything for Dex to make me a little bit faster, be able to dodge things a little better?
Well, I do have a few potions of haste, but those have the same
No.
drawbacks as the spell itself.
No, that's not what I'm looking for.
I have a
Oh,
question.
very well. Yes, my friend.
Please,
Do you happen to
please do not
have-
give him a potion of fire giant strength. I don't want to know what a 25 foo is.
Do you happen to have any weapons of any kind that could be of use to someone of my stature?
Certainly. What are you looking for? Dagger, sword, bows? I have a warhammer if that's your proclivity.
A bow would be fine. Something better than what I currently have. Affordable,
Okay, well,
at least.
I don't deal in the mundanes, unfortunately, so you are going to be paying, but I guarantee... there's a
Can you
person
enchant
that-
the current bow that he has?
My friend, I was the one who taught Luna, so yes, I can enchant many things.
How long would that take and for how much?
It depends on what you need.
What do you
Just like
want?
the
What do you need?
Anything that can make it hit harder.
What he said.
The +1.
Okay, so we're just dealing with a simple matter of improvement.
Anything that can hit harder and hit farther. Something that makes it better.
See materials, time to do. That would cost, I'd say about 500 gold and about 3 days of work.
Jesus Christ, man.
Enchantment is not cheap, my friend, but it is something that you will benefit from at all times when you need it.
You have any rings?
I do.
And
What are you looking for, sweetheart?
what do you have?
I'm just gonna.
Do you have a potion of fire giant strength?
Indeed, I do. Why?
I'm gonna
How
go back to the.
much?
750 gold for a potion of fire giant strength.
I'm just gonna go
I'll
back.
be
looking around
inquiring
the
about
store.
that again. I will be inquiring about that again. Not right now, but later.
Say a question. Am I allowed to open?
I just need to
these
piss Aurelia off, apparently, or at
am
least
I
Darkon.
allowed
Oh
to
no,
open...
if you haven't noticed, I posted that as
on.
me and not as Aurelia.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Carson and then I'm gonna go with Anthony because I've kind of put Anthony in the background.
sorry.
Anthony.
No,
Carson, what was that?
No, I was just gonna. Am I allowed to open these display cases or? Is that-
No.
Oh.
I'm going to have to go with your muscled friend. No.
Oh.
But you're
That's a
free to
shame.
look. Window shopping is perfectly free in the ones one.
I
Well,
see.
So what kind of rings you got?
Let's see. He pulls back that stock ledger and starts flicking through. Oh, let's see. I've got a ring of jumping, a ring of swimming, ring of warmth. Let's see.
Do you have a cloak of smashing?
I have some cloaks that you could smash people with.
what?
I mean,
Anyway,
It's a cloak of smashing. It makes you look smashing. It's a cloak of smashing.
you'll have to bear with me, my friend. I'm currently dealing with your smaller lady fellow, so back
Oh
to
no,
the
no, no!
recap.
I'm talking to other people, not directly to him. I'm talking to Aurelia.
Okay.
I'm explaining how silly the concept is.
So there is currently a ring of jumping, a ring of swimming, a ring of warmth, and a ring of water walking.
Oh, I've already got the water walking one. Okay, thanks.
Very good. All right. Well, let's see. And he looks back to you, Uncle. So, where were we with that enchantment? Can I interest you? You never know when that little extra inch of
how
travel
much
is
was
going
it
to
in
be.
total? How much was it, DM?
It was
500?
300.
Oh, 300,
How much was
300.
what for what?
The bow.
300 gold for the enchantment, and it'll take 3 days for the enchantment to be performed.
I will throw. All right. Here's the thing. If it's a decision that will help the group, Uncle is going to ask is going to talk to the group. Should we take 300 gold of what we rated and put that towards improving the bow?
Wonder if he has a bulk special, because I mean, Lief really helped a lot too. I mean, he got the killing blow.
I guess some fancy arrows or maybe a magical bow wouldn't hurt. If it's not too much.
How
to
much
ask.
do we have, DM? How much in total do we have at the moment?
Well, you currently have 6-9. You currently earned 900 gold from that venture.
Mm-hmm.
What other gold that you earned? You guys.
I don't know how much that is because
Yeah. You
Well, we
guys
gave
have to
two.
keep
We gave.
track of
Didn't we give like 200 to Luna? To
Yeah, you did. You originally had 500 gold, but you gave 200 Luna to complete the payment on the contract, so that officially the Staff of Fire is now officially Jinx's. There's no longer any dispute of ownership.
so Jinx just straight up owes money to should be helping with Uncle's thing because we're all
I-
in this because of Jinx.
I've got 20 gold on.
God
I
damn
don't
it!
have, I gave almost all my money to the.
Oh, that's right. I made you do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you all effectively have 900 gold gained from the dungeon itself, and however much gold you've earned throughout the days, I leave that to you to distribute and notate. So if you've forgotten, sorry guys, you got to notate that in your profiles so that you know that when you need it.
Yep, I've got 20.
Well, I'm not. I haven't been looking at it because I'm kind of just looking.
I have
I'm
213
just now
gold.
going through my equipment.
Okay.
I have 123. You have how much gold?
213.
Okay, so
Really?
essentially you need 200 gold.
Aurelia doesn't spend shit. She's got 186.
How much gold
I've
does
been
Lief
stealing, so
actually? Yeah, Leaf's got 63 gold.
And that's not counting what we got.
So I'm willing to put 100 of the gold that we procured as a group towards your little endeavor. So that puts you at 213 gold total at the moment. Is anybody else willing to help out with this? Is what I'm asking.
Well, I was hoping to get the full list of rings before I made this decision.
Yeah, that's cool.
He already gave the full list of rings.
Well,
He did?
unfortunately,
Well,
since
he was
I've not
getting
fully
stepped on
heard.
hardcore.
Oh, well. Okay, so it was a ring of jumping, a ring of swimming, a ring of warmth, and a ring of water walking.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's no...
And none of us were talking over him when he said it
Okay.
last
Yeah.
time.
and there's no, like, staves or stuff here, is there? This is
You
the
you
weird stuff.
have not asked.
You haven't asked. Yeah.
Okay.
You're also so he's kind of just leaning over the counter with his tail twisting, just looking at all of you with a very amused grin on his face.
Well, yeah, because he knows that we're actually planning on buying something. We just need to
Yes,
debate what.
He finds the,
already
the managing of resources quite adorable.
All right. So I guess my question is staves.
All right. Oh, let's see. Staves. Let me see.
Staves.
Oh, I wonder where that strange voice is coming from. Anyway, staves.
Staves.
You go.
No,
stave
you're
yourself.
a Dave.
Oh shoot! Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to make it into a Dave thing.
Okay. All right.
Actually, it is pronounced stabs. They're not staves. Staves are two different things.
Okay, it's a tomato. Let's just ignore this and move on. We're
No,
not
they're
gonna-
two completely
The
different things.
best way to ignore it is to tell me what he has.
Yes. Okay. Let's see. Staffs. I have a staff of charming.
Fuck!
A staff of healing.
I
a
don't care
staff
anymore.
of,
You said it.
staff of bird calls.
What?
And
There's a staff of healing.
yes, and a staff of thunder and lightning. But that is currently have that on layaway. So unless the buyer actually defaults on it, I'm afraid that's
A staff of charming.
What is
yes,
that?
is staff of charming.
I know what it does, because I know what
How
it is. What is it? How much? What is that?
Let's see. Staff of charming. That is going to run. 500 gold for the staff.
How much is the staff of healing?
Staff of healing, similarly priced at 500.
See, I'm assuming you want the charming one.
There's a very specific reason I want the charming one. Yes.
Okay. How much of
I'm
your own-
okay.
How much of your
I'm
own
okay with
gold are you
helping out
willing-
the Ankel problem immediately, and then I'm gonna.
Okay.
How much
Fran,
is Ankel short?
Uncle is short. At the moment, Uncle is short by 100.
I can do that. I can do
Okay,
that,
bam.
and then.
Here's 300 gold for the thing, right?
Hold up, guys. We should ask again. Not in character. This is just something if we buy multiple things, will he give a discount of sorts? That's something that should be asked.
One way to find out.
Rolling his eyes, Fu goes, "If we buy a bunch of stuff in bulk from you, will we get a discount?"
Well, it depends on what you buy, how much you buy, and what the total is. I have to
We're
say
looking at right now about dropping around 900 gold on you. What you saying about that?
That depends on what specifically are you planning on buying? That in
We're
itself will
the
affect how much
enchantment,
of a
the
discount.
enchantment, apparently the staff of charming, the two whole healing vials I just purchased, and at full price, mind you, because
Well, actually,
at the price that you stated, I paid in full.
very
I
true.
don't think you paid that, have you?
No, I have. I pay.
And if we add on those two purchases, that would actually be 850, since that is 300 for the enchantment, 500 for the staff, and then 50 that you paid for your potions.
850, yeah, and I'm planning. I think we might be planning on getting some more stuff. So
Tell you what, and he looks down at Ankel, looks down at Ankel. If you can make me laugh with a good joke, I might give you a discount. What do you say?
What?
Get the twinkle in her eye.
I gotta make you. Wait. I have to make you laugh, or just someone has to make you laugh?
No. You have to make me laugh.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Oh no. Oh no.
Jinx-
This is a
Jinx-
callback to the
Jinx
last
looks at
session,
Uncle.
isn't it?
Jinx looks at Uncle and goes, "Go find a mimic."
Okay. So
No. You have. Oh. Tell him about the first treasure chest you ever opened.
Oh
And
God.
I do love treasure chests. What was it, little man?
Uncle
He's leaning on his hand and just smiling brightly.
So hold up. This requires a little setup. So get this. This is our thieving rogue person that helps us with the dungeon. Their whole thing is they're good at figuring out traps and unlocking stuff and things like that, right? That's the whole purpose, right?
Uncle
Nothing
just kind of
to that, but
glares at
okay.
Fu.
Now tell him.
Hold on, muscle friend. Let's see what the gentleman himself has to say. Okay, make me laugh.
I love the little Vincent Price giggle you've got going on there. Like, like all I can think of is fucking Edward Scissorhands right now.
Okay, so here's the thing. You can actually like tell the joke itself, and that'll lower the DC, or you could just roll a straight number, and that'll
No,
affect-
Uncle just kind of looks around and looks at the ground. I even buy a mimic.
No, louder.
I
Come
opened the
on.
chest
Okay.
and then got almost eaten by a mimic.
That is
And
rather
then
funny.
Jinx goes, and the best part is, it's a running theme now.
Oh really? Have you
damn it.
It's happened multiple times.
Uncle
Oh,
just
I'd love to
slowly
hear
pulls his
more.
hat down over his face.
Oh,
Okay,
tell him
yeah.
about the time he almost got eaten by money.
You know what?
we just got back and he almost got eaten by money twice.
Oh my.
You say that
Turns
as
out
if
there's mimics. Turns out there's mimics that act like coins of gold.
Oh,
And he
friend,
jumped-
there's mimics that imitate anything. There could even be a mimic house. You never know.
But I killed the rug.
Though, that was. Well, an agreement is an agreement, and I have to say,
Slayer of rugs.
I like you. You're funny. So,
Not funny.
tell you what.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, come now. I'm not hugging down on you. I'm clinging to our agreement. You made me laugh, so I'll give you a discount. I'll knock off 75 gold just for the laugh.
Deal. I slapped the gold down for his enchantment.
So it's 725 overall.
Yep. 725, and that's out of the Aurelia funds, the Ankel funds, and then the group funds.
So I
for
drop
all
100,
those.
right?
So yeah, you're dropping 100. Aurelia's dropping 100, and then the group funds are going toward the staff because that's going to.
525.
that
So you have
frees
how
up.
much does
That
that leave
frees
us?
up
Okay.
my stuff to do things.
How
All right.
much, how much does that leave us? Because we're forgetting about Lief.
So with that overall, that's going to leave you. Let's see. This is 5.
Well, we had 900, and we've only used the 5 for that, so we should have 4, right? We have 400 gold still from the group fund.
If deducted from your own personal amounts, that should be about right.
All right, so let's. So what kind of enchantments could we do for Lief?
Again, it depends entirely on what is desired. If it's for a simple +1, same as with Leaf's bow.
Or
Also, Aurelia, Darkon,
Uncle's bow.
yeah, I'm sorry. So, Darkon, make sure you notate the stat for Aurelia.
Well, all right. Is it just for the bow, or is there something else that you would like enchanted?
Well, okay, are you asking this to Leaf?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm wary to make these kind of choices for Lief since it is technically not my character. I
Yeah,
have
see,
no
that's the
idea-
thing. That's the thing. Tony's like, let's do this, let's do that. I'm like, she's not here to say.
So I'll say this. Let's pause this choice so we can at least get Haley's input before we start
Yeah.
making that kind of an actual money exchange.
Yeah.
So we'll put a pin in that and just call it here. Yeah.
So yep, Carson, make sure to notate that you do not have a short bow. It is going to be 3 days until you can take it back, and it's going to be a +1 short bow.
I'm gonna drop another 50 on 2 more regular healing potions.
Okay.
Yeah, someone's gonna have to edit my short bow to be +1 because I have no idea how to do it.
Okay. I'll do
All
that.
right.
I'll do that when you get it back. Whenever
Okay.
DM says so.
Well, nonetheless, Gilliam seems to have thoroughly enjoyed his time with you, and he is very amused with the exchange he's had with all of you. You get the feeling that, at least right now, you have a positive, relation with him, even if it's.
Oh, Uncle is absolutely despising this guy right now.
he loves Ankel. He is just enamored by the
How do I add potions and stuff too?
I do not know with D&D Beyond. I have never used it.
Okay, starting
Sorry.
point. Add items. Add active.
All right.
Potion.
With that, we will get the nitty-gritty of the
Potion of healing.
numbers and
Add.
details. So let's begin winding down. We'll get the nitty-gritty of all the numbers and everything figured out behind the scenes. So
I
with
got that one figured out.
All right. Well, with that, are there any departing announcements we'd like to make before we sign off?
Again, thank you everyone for coming out for another session of Dungeons and PhatDogs.
Oh dang it! I had one more question for the guy.
Well, we'll hold on.
You don't happen to know where like a house of lady favors is around here, do you?
I do. And with that, we're gonna end the stream, and we'll provide that information.
The happiest sound you've ever heard escapes Prue's lips.
All right, you were saying, Anthony?
Anyway, so thank you all for coming out for another session of Dungeons and PhatDogs. Pretty eventful one. Again, we have the first link in our description if any of you are feeling so inclined to help fund the relief effort for the Kyoto Animation Studio.
What's that at, by the way? Hang on, let me check. That's what I'm checking.
Tomorrow we will be doing
1.78 1.7 million right now. 1,788,530. They're doing really good. We're getting
Wow.
close to that 2 million.
Every
mark.
bit helps.
Oh yeah, it all does.
Okay.
and tomorrow we will be doing anime stuff and a live reading.
Anime in stuff.
Okay, whatever. And we'll be doing a live reading of That Time I Got Abridged to Slime, episode 2, to celebrate the GoFundMe raising 1.5 million.
Woot woot! Come by at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. That's when we'll be doing that.
Okay.
Yep, there you go.
Is there anything else? Nope. All right.
No, that pretty much covers it. So
No, other than
That case,
that, I'm streaming on Tuesday and Thursday
There you go.
Why are you streaming on Tuesday?
because I'm taking over for Doger.
Well, on that note, we are going to bid you all a farewell. Thank you so much for tuning in, and keep an eye out for the next stream date for our next session. And who knows what kind of lovely hijinks and dangers they're doing our heroes will get into next.
yeah,
Did
we
we
will
level?
announce the next date on our Twitter or Discord. So be sure to follow us there or join our Discord. Links in the description.
Link in the doobly doo.
Yep, link in the
Meantime,
description.
farewell.
Bye.